So this thing has, yeah, I need to zoom in a little bit more. This has 3 movement. It's 2 movement. This will often hit us. Not really a way around that though. Yeah, okay. All right, this is fine. So let's go to hands. All right, well, Drifter, we're just going to do a double setup turn. I think this always makes sense here. It's a small number of enemies in the room anyway, and yeah, we generally always want to be setting up. Again, there is actually a hotkey for, I mean, I wonder if I can like right-click and do this now. So if you're playing only controlling one character, you can just press 1 and 2 to send the cards to here from your hand, which is really cool, but unfortunately I can't do that, so I'm going to have to, I guess I can maybe drag him through into the picture-in-picture. I think that's what Dennis would do. Let's see if that works. All right, well, so we're just going to play our 2 persistents. So here we're really just focusing on the melee damage persistent. Aha, it does work. Beautiful. And the healing persistent. And I would rather go later here. I mean, I don't think there's really any advantage to going earlier. Okay. I'm going to have to set this to this anyway. So for Bannerspear, I would really like to get the reinforcements set up. But the buttons in picture-in-picture done. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Deathwalker, I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to activate the top of Call to the Abyss so that, yeah, marking killing enemies gets me shadows. There. And then I'm going to move up and make dark. This is just like the standard Deathwalker opening, right? Where we move, make dark, and then we can do a turn 2 Forceful Spirits. Okay, and so yeah, the Bannerspear is the only one that's a little bit complicated. So yeah, I mean, I put the I can put the reinforcements in front of me and then do a line attack. I think that one is like that. Okay, what's this? No, I have to be in front of them. Yeah, so no, there's no thing I can really do there, and I wouldn't really want to do that anyway. Hey, but Frost, yeah, no Blink Blade. We played Blink Blade in our previous Frosthaven Scenario campaign, so here we're trying other classes again, with one exception. The Bannerspear. Oh, I don't want to play a banner here. I don't think that's really worth it. I probably have to pitch a card at some point. Yeah, I mean, I can just do the standard, like, Javelin plus Reinforcements turn 1. Was that on this channel? I haven't seen you active at all. That was a long time ago. It was on this channel. I don't think the VODs are saved, unfortunately. I didn't really do a good job of saving VODs. I'm going to try to do much better this time. But yeah, that was on this channel. I played through Gloomhaven First Edition. I mean, with Frosthaven Starters, just going from level 1 through 9. Yeah, I don't really see a reason to do anything other than just Reinforcements plus Javelin here. Basically, what I would really like to do is have a way to do Rallying Cry, and I could do Combined Effort plus Rallying Cry to move up and do a Disarm. And, I mean, maybe that's worth it. This thing hits for 4. What I don't like about that is we move up, which increases our chance that, like, we're basically going to move both of us up 1. Man, it has been a long time since I played, so I'm not as familiar with the cards anymore. I think that, I don't know, I think archers are going to have 3 cards. They're going to have Shoot Foot, nothing special, and probably like their fast attack, like the 16, where they will attack us. So they're 3 out of 8 to hit us here. Because basically, yeah, any of the things where they're moving +0 or less, I think so. Or is nothing special even range 3? No, I think it's range 4. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 3 out of 8 to attack us here, whereas if we move up 1, almost every single card is going to attack us. So I could try to do the move up disarm after the archers go, but that loses a lot of the value of it, because I can just do it early next turn. And having the reinforcements active is just going to be a really big deal. So yeah, I think I just like doing that. Alright. So let's just Javelin plus reinforcements. And also, I mean, the nice thing about this is that we can see what they're going to do, and if it ends up that we're going to get hit for a lot, we can always just put the reinforcements in front of us. That's why I'll play at 21 rather than playing at 60 here. It's not really a big reason to play at 60 in this situation. Like, I'm not moving up or anything like that, and so this just gives me flexibility with where I set the reinforcements. Okay. This looks good. So I think we've done everything. We've gotten our battle goals, which we always forget, so be impressed if we remember that all the way through this campaign, but at least we have it for now. We have our battle goals. We have our cards chosen. We had our all items. Yeah, I think we're good to go. All right. First round of the scenario. Let's hope that it didn't break because I deleted the hands. It did not. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, wow. The guards move. So, yeah, I'll just show what everyone's doing. I guess I can do it a little bit slower than this for people who aren't so familiar with what the initiatives mean. So 15 for a guard means it's not moving, which is the dream for us. It means we didn't have to disarm it. I think this is going to be nothing special. Yeah, and it is range 4. So this will indeed hit us. and then the priest is just going to do a large attack on our guard friend here. Oh, I guess I actually need to read the scenario a bit. All right, you know what? Let's try to create a poll here. So, how do I do that? It's like slash poll. It is. Okay. Should we? I mean, I doubt people care about this, but you know what? No, it's just going to add unnecessary time. Let's not. Never mind. Almost anyone who's watching at this point, I assume, has played through at least the beginning of the campaign. Maybe in later in the campaign, we can consider reading the story text, but there's just no reason to read the story text. Okay, so the scenario is complete when all enemies in are dead, and the city guards are allies to you and enemies to all the monster types. They do not perform their turns, but instead gain an additional innate shield 1 and retaliate 2, and have initiative 50 for the purpose of focusing. So they just have like permanent buff of +1 shield, +2 retaliate. In addition to, let's take a look at their monster stats. Yeah, so this is a normal. I think they're all normal. So basically it's just 2 shield to retaliate for the guard ally. And I think it's hinted that we are best served by trying to keep them alive. Obviously, they're the guards of Frosthaven. We're coming to Frosthaven to save the town, so might as well save the guards. Okay, so the Algox guard does nothing, so that means the Bannerspear gets to go. So again, I could put the reinforcements in front of me to absorb an attack 4, but I have the heater shield. I'm okay with taking an attack 4 here. I would much rather have the flexibility of having the reinforcements for the next few turns. So, yep, we're going to go. Yeah, so yeah, Dennis is right. We cannot press the buttons through the picture-in-picture. So that's something. That's okay. So we're going to go here. I guess I'll actually set up a few more cameras for like actually playing the cards. So let's do this. Do Control 4. Look at me trying to make it nice for everyone. Trying to put in more effort than I ever put in before. All right. All because of Thermos's pressure. I was the only one who thought like this. The others just wanted meat shields. Fair. Okay, so we're already here. I'm going to activate this. I guess I need to grab him. We'll put him up there in a second. So this is active. Yeah, which I guess is right there. Okay. If only TTS allowed multiple picture-in-pictures. Yeah, or if it just allowed pressing buttons through picture-in-picture. Okay, so then we play this. So interesting, click it twice. Okay. That's weird that is a bit weird, right? That like why would clicking it once put it to waning? I mean, I guess there has to be a way to, but you know, pretty rare to move something from inert to waning. Welcome back. Hey, Keith. Also, I'm excited to see the Frosthaven TTS mod in action. Yeah, it's looking quite nice. Okay, so we made wind. We're making an attack 3 range 3, so we'll go ahead and draw an attack modifier card for this deck. I assume all these have been shuffled, but you know what? I will manually shuffle them all just while we're at it. Okay, so this is just attacking the guard. It's the only enemy we can attack. The guard has 1 shield, so this will just be effectively an attack 2 here, +1, so 3. Just needs to cycle elements the other way. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, precisely. Okay, so that's going to be 3 damage. So we'll go back to here and take him down for 3. Okay, and oh yeah. I wonder, does the context menu also let us? Ah, it does. Okay, so I could have done the summon reinforcement from here. For those that don't know, okay, this is for anyone using this mod, this is the biggest tip that I can give you. More important than any of the, the camera zones and stuff like that. Go into options, game keys, and bind 2 very important things. I mean, the most important one is show context menu. Bind this to some convenient hotkey I have at the side of the mouse. And then the other one is delete action. It's pretty useful. This will just let you like immediately kill a monster. This character bot. Yeah, they are extremely tall. I agree. This is a sort of criticism that I've seen. I mean, yeah, how far it puts everything from the map, and I can definitely understand that frustration. All right. So speaking of, yeah, I mean, look at those things. They're like 3 times the size of the map. Anyway, all right. But whatever. The thing works very well. So we need to decide where we're going to put you. Probably just here. No, and then it'll get attacked, right? Yeah. Because then we would be equidistant from the archer, but because the range isn't counted through the wall here, range is counted as range, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this would go here and actually attack the reinforcements. So put the reinforcements behind us. That's fine. I mean, 2 movement will still get us next to the guard next turn. Okay, so our turn's done. So then the archer goes. So yeah, the archer is just doing nothing special. So this is a move 2, attack 4, range 4. So this is going to be on the Bannerspear. So we need the monster interface. There we go. Move this up a bit. There we go. Alright. Draw a modifier card, draws a -1. I won't show this each time. Alexis hold the huge mass, clearly. Yeah. Okay, so that's 3. There's probably no reason not to just use the heater shield right now, so I will go ahead and use that. So we'll take 2. So this is shift 3. Take me a little bit to get used to these. Alright, so let's go ahead and we can do, I think I like 45. I don't really like the full 90. Alright, so we'll use the heater shield here. We take 2. Yeah. The reason theoretically to take the damage is because our like lowest heal is kind of heal 3. I mean, the heal 2 regen or the heal 3 from Drifter, all the Drifters will really be heal 5, but counterpoint is we might not do any healing, and then we might move to the next room without taking any other attacks. I know that's clearly optimistic, but whatever. Okay, so we'll try to get used to these. So Drifter is just going to activate 2 things. So we're going to activate Crushing Weight, which on your next 6 melee attacks, and I'll read each thing the first time I use it, and then kind of stop reading it. On your next 6 melee attacks, add +2 attack, and then on your next 6 heals, add +2 heal. All right, activate. I have to move down a little bit. I don't have... Oh, no, that was my reminder for everyone. I don't have camera zones for absolutely everything, just for the regular things. Okay, so then we go back to the Algox Priest. So let's control. Ah, damn it! All right, well, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to because let's do control. There we go. Because you have to use control and shift to go to the camera zones. Like the intuitive thing is just to like control. If you're doing control for something, then it's just pressing 1, 2, 3, but 1, 2, 3 do different things. So anyway, takes some getting used to. We'll certainly not make that mistake anymore. Okay, so the Algox Priest is attacking for +1. Base attack is 3, so this is going to be attack 4 here against 2 shield with 1 pierce. Oh no, with 2 pierce. Okay, so yeah, just no shield. This even correctly input the scenario effects. Very nice mod. Okay, so this is going to be an attack 4 on the guard. Okay, so the guard takes 4. And then the Deathwalker is going to go. So shift 4. Alright, so we're going to activate Call of the Abyss. During your and your summon's attacks, before drawing an attack modifier card, you may place 1 character token on the target of the attack. When that enemy dies, place 1 shadow in or adjacent to the hex it occupied. And whenever you place a character token with this ability, remove any other character token placed with this ability. So basically, we can mark enemies for death, including when we attack them, and when they die, we get shadows. We can have a maximum of 5 shadows. Okay, so we're going to activate this. We're going to make dark by doing a move 3. Oh yeah, where is the... I guess there's going to be a hotkey for this. We just need to bind. Yeah, there's no actual discard button, right? I guess it's maybe just the delete action. No. I mean, I know I can just do it manually, but it feels like there should be... Oh, auto discard it end around. Okay. Oh, neat. Okay, cool. So that's a nice improvement. All right, so we have a move 3 that we have to do. Let's go back to... Sorry, I just have a habit of moving a camera around when I'm trying to think of, or trying to figure things out. I'll try my best to get out of that. So we can move 3. Is there somewhere we want to be? Here, yeah. And it's a little bit risky with our 6 HP, but this puts us in range to do Forceful Spirits on 2 targets. At least when the beta was like that, I assume this is the same. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's the same as well. Okay, that's the end of the round. It did auto discard. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, let's go take a look at our hands. I'm in danger. So our turn here is always very clear. We're going to use the top of Forceful Spirits. I guess I can do this when I'm talking about cards with the dark that we just created to damage and mark some enemies. And then the most important thing here is initiative. So archers can attack at 14, 16, 29. I mean, there's not a... I mean, technically, if we play 14, we can beat the 14 and 16. And honestly, I mean, this is just fine. Because we don't really have a bottom action that we care about here. Yeah, honestly, that seems fine. Okay, sure. Let's just go with the 14 here. I'm not going to be using Anger of the Dead top anytime soon. and the wound would be okay on the priest, but otherwise isn't really that significant. And I guess, given the situation, or the position we put the Deathwalker in, it makes sense to just use this to play safe. No reason to take unnecessary risks already. That's for later. Okay, so next up is you. I mean, realistically, though, I'm going to disarm the guard pretty much always, I think. Yeah, so basically, Bannerspear. Hilariously, I've already got the Deathwalker in position, so I can actually just move to here. I could use my jump boots, though, to go down to here even, and then disarm from there. That's neat, and then just have the reinforcements run up to eventually do something. That seems fine. I don't mind actually drawing aggro from the priest to keep the guard alive. Yeah. That seems fine. Okay. Sure. And then we can go before the guard would even go. Sure. Okay. Looks good. So in that case, we're just doing this. Oh, no, you're over there. And yeah, doing the disarm. Disarm's really good here, playing on +2 difficulty. So the Drifter probably just wants to go engage the Archer, I'm going to imagine. So in that case, I'm looking to do something like a move 4 and just a really big attack. So in that case, I think the big attack I want to use is just going to be Fortitude. What was this? This was no, we can go at 31. I'll explain the reason for this. So we need to use the move 4 to get down here. I mean, technically we could use the move 3, but I'd rather try to save the move 3 for after we've killed these 2 enemies to get a charge back by just moving next to the priest. I guess Fortitude does have an application. Well, yeah, this does have 2 shield, right? No, alright. I guess we're not using Fortitude. Also, I guess with Forceful Spirits plus this, we can actually get the kill. Okay, no, never mind. So what I was going to say is I wanted to use Fortitude now because I didn't expect to be killing anything, and then use Bloodletting later when I actually would kill something. But it looks like we actually have a reasonable shot at killing this Archer, because we'll have an attack 3 plus an attack 5. So thing with 7 health, starting modifier dex seems okay. All right, this looks good. Let's go take a look here and start the round. Okay, so Archer's going at 14. Very happy that I went at 14 with the Deathwalker in the end. That's the trap creating one, yeah. Okay. The guard was also going to attack, so I'm glad that we disarmed it. Obviously, if it flipped like the 15, then the disarm would have felt kind of silly. All right. I will just move this to here, I think. So I have 2 movement with this. I control its movement. I could put it to here, but putting it to here I think makes more sense because it's easier for it to get around to like block an attack or something if we needed to. I don't know. I don't think there's any upside to it being here because from here it can't move to here anyway. From here and here it's the same distance to there. I mean, I guess there, it's a little bit different, but basically because we can't move through the guard. I'm trying to explain. Okay, so then I'm going to use the bottom set for the charge. I guess I have to go down to this one, as well as my jump boots to do a move 4. 1, 2, 3 to here. So I need to be next to this guard. And then I'm going to use the top of Rallying Cry. So we're going to gain experience. Yeah, there's not going to be any convenient way to do this, is there? I guess if we go like this. Okay, so this is an attack 3. Okay, so we do 3 damage. And so this is why the context menu is so useful. Boom, easy disarm. First and only time I did an attack 5 or greater without advantage. I drew this. Yeah, we're going to work on getting advantage after this scenario, obviously. With the blink blade, yeah. Yeah, not a lot of those huge attacks there. Okay, so then the Deathwalker's up. So basically one of these is going to be disadvantaged. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do the attack first. So we're going to use the top of Forceful Spirits. We're going to consume the dark. Let's go down here. Consume the dark. Oops. Wow, so clicking it still makes it go up, huh? Did you bring Drifter loot card? Of course I brought Drifter loot card. I have all my loot cards. Okay, so this is going to be 2 attack 3s. So we'll attack the guard first, disadvantage, and then we'll attack the archer without disadvantage. Okay, so the guard first. It's here. Okay, well, I was going to miss anyway. No regrets. And then the archer. Beautiful. So back up to here. So we do 4 damage to the archer. All right. And then I have a move 2 default. I can't actually... Oh, yeah, and sorry. We're going to... So basically, I'm going to forget this. I'm going to mark retroactively a fair amount of the time just because of remembering to do things. So technically what I always want to do here, and I'll just explain it as if I did it, is basically first I'm going to mark the guard when I attack it, because there's never any reason not to, because we can always remark something different when we attack again. And then I'm going to mark the archer when I attack that, basically for two reasons. One, we missed on the guard. Two, the drifter is likely to come kill the archer this turn, is our expectation, reasonable expectation based on our attacks. So we always want to mark something that's going to die sooner. The disarm, obviously, the goal of disarming this enemy is that we don't necessarily plan on killing it this round. This is going to be marked. And I can't really move because I need the slot for the drifter. Technically, I guess the drifter could jump down here using the jump boots. How likely is it that we get a long rest in this room? I mean, the room's going pretty easily. So, yeah, all right. I guess that's fine. Hold on, though. How did I do that? Okay, so that's what I was talking about. So for anyone who wasn't here for that, so as soon as you start playing this mod, the very first thing you should do is go into Options, Game Keys, find Show Context menu right here, and bind it to something convenient. I bound it to the side of my mouse. And so from now on, anytime you're mousing over someone, you can click this button, and it brings up a context menu of all the things that you could put there. So for example, here, selecting this enemy, I have all the negative conditions, and then I can also place character tokens on them. And so, for example, the Deathwalker marks using character tokens, so that's just how I'm going to do that. And yeah, other things don't really have context menus. And then, for example, even like someone with summons, like I think you can do the Bone Shipper summons with that. The Bannerspear, for example, you see I could actually place the Bannerspear summons using the context menu as well. Okay, what's funny is that I actually have Impair as a context menu option for monsters, which not really a monster condition, but that doesn't really matter. This also should be gone. Oh no, this actually is still here. Yeah. Okay, so we consume the dark with the Deathwalker. I think actually I do like advancing. Oh no, I wanted to go look. So we're supposed to loot 3 loot tokens in a turn with Drifter, huh? Realistically, there's not really a spot we're going to be able to do that. I guess we'll just do that in the next room. So in that case, yes, I will move up a tiny bit with the Deathwalker. So I'll just do a default move 2, using the bottom of Anger of the Dead, going to here. And then I can just use my jump boots on the Drifter, which I think is fine. Okay. So then the archer go... Oh no, I won't even have to use the jump boots because the archer will move back conveniently. Could have it go here, but... Oh no, it's going to set a trap. No, that's not convenient at all. Never mind, I'm going to stay here. Also, this way the Bannerspear gets attacked rather than the Deathwalker, which, yeah, is fine because the priest is healing. Okay. Oh no. Fortunately, this is missing more than this. Okay, no, everything's fine. Yeah, we're not going to move. We're just going to discard this for no effect. Okay, so the archer's going to go. So the archer is going to attack at -1. So this is going to be attack 3, targeting the Bannerspear because the Bannerspear went first. Modifier, -1 again, so 2 damage to the Bannerspear. And then it's going to create a trap. So here we can do this with the context menu as well, because this is set up as the thing that they can do, since obviously we know that they place these. A little bit annoying to place this here because of everyone being so tall. There we go. Okay. And this trap always has to go there. It's actually pretty annoying. Okay. So then the priest is going to go. So the priest is just doing a heal 3, range 3. It's already adjacent to its focus, so it's just going to heal 3. So it's going to target the thing missing the most health, which is actually the guard. So heals the guard for 3. That's much better than healing the archer for us here. Okay. And then the drifter goes. So we will have to use our jump boots after all. So yeah, the drifter. Let's go. So that's shift 3. We're going to use the wing shoes. Wing shoes on both these characters are so valuable. And then I can zoom in here. This is going to take a little bit of getting used to for the camera hotkeys, but over time it'll be smoother. So we're going to do a move 4 jump using the bottom of Deadly Shot, and then we're going to use the top of Bloodletting as an attack 5 because of our persistent loss. I'm just going to go ahead and move that 1 right now while we're here and gain the 1 experience. All right. So move 4 jump 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Thank you, Frosthaven rules. Otherwise, in Gloomhaven rules, this wouldn't have been legal. And then we're going to attack the Algox Archer. This is an attack 5, so this kills on literally anything. Why would I even say? It kills on anything but a miss. Even a -2 kills here. Alright. All good. Okay, and so then the other hotkey that I bound is just to basically kill something. Nice try, Dennis. So I can just press that on him and kill him right away. And then I'm going to context menu Deathwalker to get a shadow and put that shadow here. And I'm actually going to put the loot on top of the shadow because it's harder to see underneath. Okay. So then the guard's going to go. The guard is going to strengthen itself. Can't attack because of the disarm. And that's the round. Beautiful. Oh yeah, sorry. The drifter was supposed to let's go. I guess this is really like shift 3. We're supposed to move this back 1 because the action we played this turn, Bloodletting, is if we kill an enemy with the attack ability, move the courage token and one of your persistent abilities backward 1 slot. So actually, we just spent and immediately recovered that courage token. Okay, so let's go take a look at what we want to do. I mean, first we should look at the map, I guess. So we have a strengthened guard. The archer's dead. We have to worry about this priest, and we're fresh out of disarm. Fortunately, we've got the all reinforcements, which can function a bit like a disarm. It'd be fun to throw some Gloomhaven 2nd edition classes into this campaign. Yeah! So, yeah, I wonder about this. I think she drift for saw combo. I mean, obviously a little bit harder to do that with the locked classes. That being said, so Nerdhaven actually messaged me and asked about something like this. And so I do wonder, I mean, we'll need to talk about this, but basically like about trying to get the 2nd edition starters at least into this mod. I mean, all of the stuff is public, so it would just be kind of a convenience thing for people, because theoretically anyone who wanted to could just import it themselves. But yeah, that would be pretty cool, because then we could play with some Gloomhaven starters as well, at the very least. And yeah, the Drifter Saw combo would certainly be something. Okay, then I'll never have to play the Shogunate. So, let's see. Actually, a rare opportunity here. I'll show what this is. Star seems like a no-brainer since they're fully spoiled. Yeah, exactly. And anyone could just import them. I think we're actually going to get to play Pincer Movement here on that guard, right? Like, you just never play this top action, basically. Not never, but pretty rarely. Like, maybe on bosses and stuff like that. I really brought this card for the move 1, loot 1. That being said, we're actually in a situation, yeah, with our summon on the other side that we can actually Pincer Movement very easily this guard, which seems worth it. I mean, this is an attack 5. So to do that, we kind of need better initiative, which kind of looks like Resolved Courage. So basically just turn this into an attack 6. Or we can even do this after if someone's going to do an AoE. I think that's kind of the best thing. Be cool to import the final versions with the contraption summoner. Yeah, that's basically what I was wondering about. So that's why I kind of needed to message Isaac to ask about that. Because, yeah, basically I figured there was no harm at least in allowing the starters. But it was more of a question of like using the the old cards and the new cards sort of thing. Okay. So, regardless, let's see here. I think this makes more sense than anything else that I could do. Yeah, honestly. Attack 5 or attack 6 model, why not? Okay, so let's put these cards here. We'll have time to pierce the priest later. I think killing the guard first is fine. Okay, so we do have a shadow that we can use. I wouldn't mind trying to build up a bit more shadows. I don't have dark though. Yeah, I mean, I guess honestly we should just the line here is pretty obvious, which is kind of using the shadow to do Fluid Night and then using Fluid Night's dark to do Black Barrage. I don't really think there's anything else different to do here. I mean, there's like a version where we summon, but I don't think that really makes sense. I think we can try to summon when this room's almost over, although more realistically, we're probably use this for loot. So, all right, let's look at the room to see what that looks like. So our shadow is not currently next to anything. So we'd have to move it. We could do the move 2, move shadow 1 to get there. Also allows us to move away. Don't really have to move away though. I think that's probably just what we're doing regardless. Fluid Knight's already going to give us the initiative that we need. Oops. Okay. I mean, just our fastest initiative. We also have the boots of speed, so we can still beat their 15 even if we need to. Yeah, I think this makes sense. This is just kind of our weakest shadow move, and I don't really want to use this shadow move because I'd like to use this top after doing Fluid Knight. So yeah, I think this is kind of just like a sequence of turns that plays itself. Good way to gain experience as well, which is always important. And then Drifter. I'm gonna have to go refill my water in a second here. Haven't talked this much in a long time, so the throat's gonna suffer for it. Alright, let's see. So let's see, we're doing like an attack 5 plus attack 5 here, I think. I mean, maybe I do the attack 5 here, it kind of depends. Either way, I mean, we definitely, well, no, because I'd really like to kill the guard with the Deathwalker, right? So yeah, it's like attack 5, attack 5. It says 9 health, needs stat trackers to prove Bannerspear is the worst class. Yeah, it feels weird. So, Thermos is talking about an interesting thing. I feel like I'm missing something all the time when I'm doing this because yeah, a lot of the time when we're doing testing, for Gloomhaven and stuff, we track stats of classes, like we track mitigation, healing, damage, which isn't like sort of definitive because there's a lot of caveats to that, but it still provides some useful information. It feels weird to be playing in TTS again and not be tracking anything. Like normally, like it's just kind of muscle memory that every time I do the damage, then I go to the tracker and I increment the things. But yeah, don't need that. Happy not to have to do that, but it does take some getting used to not be doing it. Okay. So in that case, it's just like Fortitude, I think, and do this heal. Are we in position? I think we are, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we're next to the priest, so we just can hit the priest and heal the Bannerspear to full. It's good. While having a good initiative here. The only shame is using our best attack on the priest right now when it might end up healing itself, but I think that's fine. It's just a good opportunity to use it, and we have the initiative from another card, so yeah. Let's go like this. Okay. Looks good. Let's start the round. Didn't forget anything, I think? Yeah. Okay. Pretty straightforward, and this is going to be the blessing. Okay. Which can matter later, but doesn't really matter too much right now. All right. I'm going to go refill my water right now before I get into this round, and I'll be right back. All right. So, what are we up to? So, Bannerspear, first we get to move the reinforcements. I actually don't want to move the reinforcements. I'm happy with where it is currently. So, there's an interesting question here. Hey, Victory Point Gaming, thank you very much for the raid. I'm not really familiar with this stuff, but like with what collaborating is, but I appreciate the raid, and I'll look into some other stuff like this later. Thank you very much. What were you streaming? How do you even know about the stream? I guess just checking board games or talk boxes over that. They're not actually this enormous. So I'll show you. This is actually just the picture-in-picture being weird. So that's what they look like in the picture-in-picture, and that's what they look like here, right? For some reason, the picture-in-picture just really messes with them. Board Game Arena. Oh, okay, cool. I've actually never played on Board Game Arena, but my colleague Themris plays on it all the time. Were you playing a variety of games or just one game? Wingspan. Okay, I've also never played Wingspan, which I know is kind of sacrilege, but yeah. Spare overcompensating, yeah. Okay, let's focus. So, yeah. The real question we have here is basically the bottom resolve courage. Do we use it for our attack or do we leave it for the drifter? So basically, the situation is we really want to kill the guard, obviously. We're going to attack for 5. The Deathwalker is going to attack for 5. So normal EV here we should kill, like even 1-1 kills, but I think it's safer to give us the +1. Now, there's a very good argument for putting the +1. I recognize your name from the Arc Nova BGG forums? Themris's or mine? I assume Themris, right? Because I've also never played Arc Nova, although I would like to. So I never played it, but want to try. Okay, well, I guess maybe confuse me with someone else, or maybe there's another Gripe Boy running around who likes Arc Nova. Which again, I'm sure that I would like Arc Nova as well. I mean, I like Terraforming Mars and all that. Just haven't gotten around to it. I must misremember. No worries. But thank you regardless. I appreciate it. Today we're playing Frosthaven, playing the first scenario on +2 difficulty. So yeah, basically, technically we shouldn't have to use it on the guard. So how to explain this? I can play this bottom action before or after I play my top. And if I play it before, then I'll get the +1. If I play it after, then my adjacent ally will get the +1. Which, yeah, it just kind of makes more sense for this to be... the advantage of doing it in the Drifter is that... why can't I... No, the zoom, I guess, just doesn't... Yeah, I'll just zoom like this. I'm trying not to move the camera around at all. But basically, it is that 2 shield is a lot more to punch through, so every additional point of damage is a little bit more valuable here than it is on the guard. And again, normally we should kill the guard with 10 attack against 9 health. But obviously it's a lot worse if we go short by 1, and with 2 default decks, it's very possible that we would draw 2 -1s, and this would live by 1. So I'm still just going to use it for myself, just to, again, play safe. Okay, so I'll start by doing a Resolve Courage bottom. Drifter's super character. Hey, Heroic Logic. Yeah, I love the Drifter as well. Drifter is, in my opinion, the best design class in Frosthaven. So, yep, we're going to activate this first, and then we're going to use the top of pincer movement. So we're going to gain, I guess, yeah, I meant to. All right, we got this. It's this one. So we're going to gain 1 experience, perform an attack 6, targeting the guard. Okay, excellent. So we go here, and we do 6 damage to the guard and muddle it, which hopefully won't matter. Okay, Bannerspear's turn is done, so then the Drifter is up. So the Drifter is going to start by doing the top of Fortitude. So this allows me to basically spend an additional character token charge to make this range attack. I'm never really going to do that. I mean, there's some worlds in which I would do that, but then I would actually lose the +2 attack from my Persistent, so I don't really want to do that. I'm just playing this as an attack 5 Pierce 2. This mod looks very fancy. Yes, this mod is really nice. Aren't you slightly biased on that gripe way? Pretty sure it's your baby. No, I didn't. I wasn't really much involved in class design at all. Like, I just provided some feedback as a playtester. That's it. The only class design that I was involved with was with Themris was for the perks, but we did the perks for all the classes. So no, I have no babies here. But I mean, I do love the Drifter. But yeah, Gloomhaven mods and TTS have historically been very good. Gloomhaven Enhanced was very good. The fantasy setup before that was very good. I think of all the TTS mods I've used, the only one that has ever competed with the Gloomhaven mods for me was the Mage Knight mod, which is also incredible. I always just have to give a plug to that. I remember you be quite stoked about the design almost 2 years ago. Yeah, I was stoked from the beginning to the end. All right. It's hard to design like really clever, fun, simple classes, right? It's not an easy thing to do, and the Drifter just nails it. All right, so we're attacking the Priest with an attack 5, Pierce 2. Okay, so that's just 5 full damage because we pierced the 2 shield. It would trigger range persistence if you did move it forward. Yes, because it triggers before the bonuses are added. So if you have range persistence, they do work with this, but melee persistence do not. So yeah, we're really just using this as an attack 5 Pierce 2, which is very good. Okay, so that moves this forward 1, and we're also going to move this forward 1, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. I'll explain why in a second. So we're going to gain 2 experience here, and we are going to have done 5 damage to the Priest. Okay. And then I'm going to heal the Bannerspear for 4, so that's just going to be with this bottom here. So it's a heal 2, range 3, except I have my healing persistent, which is why I moved that forward. So we're going to heal the Bannerspear up to full. The deeper we get into main classes, the harder it gets to make unique low complexity classes. Again, I still feel like there's a fair amount of space there, but it certainly isn't easy. And I think the Drifter really was a home run of design. Okay. Deathwalker's up next. So the Deathwalker, we have a move 2. Am I going to move through this trap? I mean, I don't really have to move through this trap. First of all, we can always just... We need a name for the reinforcements. We can always send the reinforcements into the trap at some point to tank it. I just don't really think there's a reason for me to do this. And secondly, like, I can always just teleport, like, as the Drifter, as the Deathwalker, I can just teleport to a shadow. It sucks a little bit because I'd like to go pick up that loot, but I think we'll find time to get it. Gripe Frosty campaign, best Monday ever. Hey, thanks. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this campaign, and honestly it makes me very happy that there's so many people excited to see me play after so long. Especially because I'm quite rusty, right? I mean, the way that I'm used to playing these days is a little bit different than the way that I played in the past. A lot less +2, +3 difficulty. Okay, although +3 difficulty these days is a bit something. So Deathwalker, yeah. So basically, what I need to do is I'm going to use this bottom, but I'm not going to move up. I do need to do it before I move, though. I mean, before I attack, because I need to move the shadow adjacent to the guard. I'm going to mark the guard. I'm just going to use this like sort of as a blanket rule. Whenever I'm attacking, just so you all know, so that like this is not like one of those things, oh, you know, reversing something that was done. Anytime I'm attacking, if I don't have any targets marked, I'm always marking my first target. Because there's literally no reason ever to not do that, because we can always relocate the mark. Okay, so we're going to gain 1 experience for using the top of Fluid Knight. I'm just going to do this while I'm down here, and we're going to make dark. So let's go back up to here. So this is moving 2, moving a shadow 1, and then we perform the attack as if we were occupying a hex with a shadow, and then we remove the shadow. All right, so we go back here. So I guess there's no I don't actually have to move back. I can just stay here. Sure, why not? All right. So basically, this shadow gets moved to here, and then we use it to attack the guard from here. So this is an attack 5. So we kill on anything. I shouldn't say it. All right, perfect. So we didn't actually need the +1 here. Obviously, it would have been better here, but again, I think this was much safer. So this shadow is actually expended, but then we create a new shadow where the target was. So I can just move this over here like so. Great. How's Agata doing? Agata's doing quite well. So we moved to a new apartment. We moved just outside of the edge of Paris to have a larger apartment, and yeah, we have a bit of a terrace, like an outside balcony. I think that's called a terrace in English. Um, and yeah, she spends all her time out there. She loves it. I mean, at least now while it's warmer. So she's definitely living her best life. Okay, so the guard's dead, and the priest is up. So the priest is healing all adjacent allies. The priest is not an ally to itself, does not heal itself, does add a bless into their deck. So we can just press this button down here and add a bless. And that's the end of the round. There's nothing else that needs to be done here. Leaving a lot of loot on the table, but we'll have time for that. We brought all our loot cards. I guess, unfortunately, the Bannerspear actually used her loot card for something else, but okay. Oh, hold on. I do need to decide. I didn't actually have to place the shadow here. I could have placed it adjacent. I actually, yeah, I prefer that. I think I will place the shadow here then. Okay. Because whenever you kill a marked enemy with Call the Abyss, you can place the shadow in the hex they are occupying or adjacent. And actually here, yeah, I would rather just have it closer to the priest. Actually, not sure I have any melee attacks left. Sorry, my nose itches a bit. Yeah, I don't actually have any melee attacks left, so I don't actually need it there. Where I really care about, oh no, this teleports after I loot, so that doesn't really matter. So yeah, just the furthest up, I think makes the most sense. Okay, so speaking of, what are we doing? Well, I'm just going to use the top of Black Barrage here. And attack 3 isn't going to be super impressive against an enemy with 2 shield, but this gives us an experience, and we don't have better attacks than this at this point anyway. I think I'll hang on to this. So where am I again? So if I loot 1 and then teleport to a shadow, it works if the Bannerspear moves. I don't know that the Bannerspear is going to move. I mean, I could have put it here, but then I have to teleport on the trap. I don't really want that. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see what the Bannerspear can do, I guess. Can the Bannerspear go before us? I mean, if we go at 28, the Bannerspear can go at 25 and move. Sure. Yeah, I think there's some... Oh, no, yeah, the Bannerspear has to go use this then. I guess that's fine. I don't really need regroup at this point. I'm full life. It might take a little bit of damage. I guess it wouldn't be the... I actually don't need to heal that guard, I think. I don't think the guard will get attacked anymore. Sure. So in that case, basically, yeah, we just have the reinforcement move here. We tip of the spear, and then, I don't know, we just, like, default move to like, here or something. Or maybe we just dismiss the reinforcement to go pick up the loot. I don't know. That seems fine, though. I mean, tip of the spear is definitely what we want to be doing against this enemy. And moving out of here allows the Deathwalker to advance, which, yeah, is pretty good. Okay. Sure, let's do that. So we'll just be basically using this as default. I mean, we could also just... No, we have to move, yeah, so this will just be a default move. That's fine. Again, in general... man, that giant box is... It's funny because it's not actually that giant, so it's... This is really weird, right, if you think about it. The fact that it's pretending to be so big in the picture-in-picture when we know it's not actually that big, but it's like kind of acting as it is, if it is here. It's a bit of two things at once. Chekhov's cat. Can you just remove the box? I don't know. There's still something in it, which is weird. Wait, put the real camera on the box? Yeah, okay. I will. Real camera on the box. And then drop the card on the tall box. What will happen? That's a good question. All right. No, I guess it's really just perspective. When you see what's actually happening, it's actually shorter. I'm afraid of removing the box. I'm just afraid to delete things and bug out the mod somehow. I'm just going to leave it. It's not that big of a deal. I can get used to moving around it. All right, hold on. Let's go back to here. So that's done. Yeah, so I wanted to do... But do I really want to use this? 'Cause I think I'd like to get the summon out, right? So I don't really need to be doing this. Yeah. Now that I think about it, we could just do a move 4. Well, I mean, not quite. It's really annoying. I can't have the reinforcements go there, huh? I guess I can. Hold on. Yeah, let's go back to this. If I go before the Drifter, or the Bannerspear, oh my god, which means something like this. The downside of this is I'm giving up the top of Combined Effort, which if the Priest isn't dead next turn, obviously the Combined Effort top is the thing I kind of like to do the most. I guess I can just use my Boots of Speed to go at 16 even. Yeah, I don't care that much about moving him here. I think there'll be enough loot bags in the next room. So yeah, I don't really want to use this here. So what if we just do this. And maybe just move the shadow towards the door then? And don't move? Yeah, okay, this seems fine. Yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so then I guess in the end, everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. So we're still back to doing this anyway, just because I'd like to keep the top of combined effort as an option, and I'm just going to try to go a little bit earlier. Okay. Picture-in-picture just seems to have a really high lift height, is what's going on there. Like when I flip the cards, you see they like flip really high as opposed to how high they actually flip. I guess it's just kind of perspective. Okay, so what is Drifter up to? So we have, I guess I can zoom in a little bit more now. Yeah, we have this, which is just like an attack 4 that gives us our token back. And then we can just use this, since there's exactly one enemy, to get another token back. Seems good. Alright. Can't do much better than that, and then we can eventually do the loot. Seems good. Priest of 23, re-healing. Healing's a little bit annoying here, just because it's so hard for us to kill it through its 2 shield, but at least it's not actually doing anything. It's kind of just wasting time. Alright, so shift 1. Okay, so Drifter's up first. Rather than going down there each time, I think it's better to just do Alt here. This just saves time. So I'm going to use the top of Sustained Momentum. So I'm going to, I guess I actually have to do, I do have to go there a little bit to show these. So we're at 1 and 1. So we actually don't have any way of generating experience here, like by doing the move forward, move back. But what I'm going to do then is I'm actually going to maybe move the heal back. This is an interesting one. So this is what I've talked about before. People say, Drifter generates so much experience. And sure, you can generate a ton of experience in the Drifter if you try, right? If you optimize for experience rather than optimize for effectiveness. So this is kind of one of those forks, right? Where we have to choose whether we're optimizing for effectiveness or whether we're optimizing for experience. So if we're going to optimize for experience, what we want to do is we want to use the top of this. I mean, this gets moved forward no matter what. We'll just say that's happening. And then when we move a token back, again, optimizing for experience, what we want to move back is this. Because now we have both of our tokens in a spot to gain experience. But if we're optimizing for effectiveness, honestly, we're going to need to use this a lot more than we're going to need to use this, as everyone's currently full. So then we would want to move this back. I don't really want to sprint ahead on experience on the Drifter compared to the rest of the party anyway, so I think I'll just optimize for effectiveness here. Even though I think the first scenario, even on +2 difficulty, I'm generally favored to win. But I guess the more guards I keep alive, the better. So we'll almost certainly be moving Crushing Weight back. Technically, we get to make this decision after the attack, but I'm just going to do it now to save time. Okay, so back up to the board. So yeah, this is just an attack 4 against the Shield 2 Priest. Draw an attack modifier, +1, very nice. We do 3 damage. And then we have the bottom of Draining Arrows. This is a move 3, and if we're adjacent to exactly one enemy, move the character. I guess it works out okay in the end. We can move the character token backward on one of our things. So I'm going to move down to here just to make more space for my allies to move up. I could go grab loot, but I'd like to get the character token for now. And, you never know. Maybe we can pick up a bunch of loot at once. So then, yep. We go here. I guess I really should just extend the... On characters who have a lot of persistence, I should change the... so this is Control 5, yeah. Change this hotkey so that it includes the persistence. Or this camera setting. Okay, so then the Drifter's done. So the Priest is going. This 23 from the Priest is just a move heal. So the Priest is just going to heal itself for 3 more. Then the Bannerspear is going to go. So we're going to have the reinforcements move to here so that we can use Tip of the Spear. So we're going to gain 1 experience. Yeah, so the experience buttons don't work anyway, so it wouldn't actually matter if... no. Control versus shift. Again, it'll take some time. Okay, so let's fix this. So Control 6. All right, so we gain 1 experience by playing the top of the sphere. Let's go back to the map. So this is just an attack 3, pierce 3. So effectively attack 3, since we completely ignore our shields. Draw an attack modifier, +1. We are drawing really well. I don't actually like that because we're in a pretty easy spot right now. So drawing well worries me for the future for no reason. We do 4 damage to it. And then we have the bottom of regroup. So we can move a couple allies. Granted, move 3 doesn't do anything for the Deathwalker, nor does it do anything for that. So I think it's probably better to just move a bit. Also, this puts us in position to do combined effort already, and gives the reinforcement space to move up. Yep, so we'll just do a default move 2. If you'd moved first with the Drifter, that would have been an additional XP, or did I get it wrong? You're right, I should have moved first with the Drifter. Yep, that would have been... No, it would not have been additional XP, no. Because we moved the token forward first. Oh wait, yeah, no, we were 1 pass. Yeah, we moved it back and moved forward. Yes, that would have been 1 additional experience. You're correct. Hey, I shuffled the decks on stream. But, yeah. I just forgot about that because I was thinking of I mean, normally you want to you want unknown information before known information, so you attack and then move if you can do either of them in either order. But you're right. In this case, we would have gained an experience by doing the other order, which would have been better. We'll make some mistakes like that for sure. Good catch. Okay. Bannerspear is done, so then the Deathwalker's up. So the Deathwalker, I'm going to use the top of Black Barrage to increase the range and attack on my attack. So this is going to be an attack 3. Move the Dark. Wish there were an easier way to give experience. But anyway, gain 1 experience, and so we make an attack 3 on the Priest. Wow, incredible, truly. So that's 2 damage. Obviously, as usual, we're always marking. Like I said, anytime we have nothing marked and we're attacking, we will always mark the first thing we're attacking. Okay, and then I have the ability to move a shadow up to 5 hexes, so I'm just going to move the shadow to here to get it ready to go into the next room. And we're done. Okay. So, no one actually needs any healing. Kind of interested in just summoning here, so let's just play these 2 cards and see where it goes. I think we will go with the later initiative. I honestly don't think it matters too much, though. I think with both of these, yeah, we're always going after, I guess this technically, no, yeah, with both of these, we're always going after our allies. Technically, we could go before with 86 by using the boots, which technically means that I should do that, but whatever. I've already played the cards. We didn't actually need any healing in this room, so Rest in the Shade was not where we need to be. There's a hotkey for experience. Is there? What is the hotkey for experience? And does it work when you're playing 3-handed solo? Okay, so this goes here. I mean, you mean here? Not hopping between characters. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, add XP. Exactly. So I figured there'd be something like this, but I'm pretty sure that won't work. You just said it. Yeah, I'm not hopping between characters. Hopping between characters just adds additional time. I actually think it's a lot worse way to play solo. I understand that yes, the upside here would be being able to do the experience, but yes, otherwise I don't believe there's any way that I could use the hotkey for experience while playing 3-handed from just one spot. Otherwise, each time I would need to go from seat to seat to seat. Which also, I just don't think this works very well either because the hands are just too small and you don't get to see all the cards together, etc. Okay. You can set hotkeys to change between characters. There's no context menu button for XP. That would be good. That is an interesting recommendation. I guess okay. I'm just afraid of trying to memorize more hotkeys to change between characters at this point. When I'm already struggling sometimes to remember the hotkeys from the camera. So we'll see about that in the future. But I guess that's worth considering. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, we don't really have. I mean, I'm still not going to play this. Probably just doing a default attack 4 here. In which case, better to do it earlier. Yeah, this beats the 23, which is a reshuffle, so we can do this, then we can have a loot later. No reason to do. I mean, the loot attack technically kills, which is nice, but yeah, I don't get any additional loot with it anyway. Top of loot, aren't you? It's at 1, 2, 3 for players. 1, 2, 3. I've been playing the alpha a bit now. Okay. Does that work with? So using just numbers using numbers 1, 2, 3 to go to the players, does that mess up with drawing the number of cards, for example? Then if I try to press 10 to draw 10 cards, will it go to player 1 and then if you're not hovering over anything, then it does work? Okay, interesting. All right. Well, again, I'll worry about the next time. I'm going to try to pick up some habits slowly. I mean, yeah, already the habit of just using the cameras, set cameras is going to be something. So, but yeah, that is a good suggestion. I'll try to remember that. All right. So I really want to pick up all the loot in here. So if I'm not mistaken, this is shift 3. Yeah, Drifter has the most looting related one. I guess you as well. So both of these characters need to loot, and you don't really need to loot. So okay. Because I really need to pick up a little loot in this room. Yeah, so I think I'll just save the loot for next turn, just try to go grab stuff, and I'll just be doing this as a default attack with the move to give myself a token back. Okay. Yeah. First time we've seen one of the early initiatives. This is an immobilize. All right. Well, sure won't be attacking, I guess. Yeah, I could change initiative on Deathwalker. That doesn't change anything. Okay, here's what it is. This is actually going to be pretty annoying, isn't it? Yeah, that's true. Cool. I'm actually not going to be able to do combined effort with the Bannerspear anymore either. I can do the push attack if I want, which maybe we'll do. Okay, so the priest moves to there and is going to attack the drifter. So this is an attack for 3, immobilize on the drifter. +1. Okay. So we take 4. I guess we'll just be healing ourselves. Well, I guess we have a. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. So and we're immobilized, and the priest is done. So then the drifter is up, so we can't actually move. We can still move a persistent token back. Let's go take a look at our stuff. If I move the healing token back first and then heal myself, I gain experience? Sure. So I'll use the bottom of precision aim just to move the character token back, not move, and then I will use the top of no remorse to heal myself for 5, which is actually only 4. That gives me an experience. Okay, so up here. And I'm done. All right, so now the Bannerspear one gets a bit annoying. I mean, we're definitely going to move the reinforcements up to here. So basically, we planned on doing this. We cannot anymore because of where that moved to, unfortunately. Don't have my jump boots anymore, and also just don't have enough movement with this. So kind of have two choices here, right? I can either move up to here to hit this using Unbreakable Wall, and then get no loot, or I could just go grab loot this turn. I mean, I do really need to find herbs. Counterpoint is, no one else is really set up to kill this, and the Deathwalker would really like to be killed. Deathwalker's actually not going to be able to go get a shadow this turn. I mean, go make the summon this turn, right? Yeah. There's just no way. Yeah, the thing going at 9 here, or 8 here is pretty annoying. Not a lot we can do. Whatever. Okay. So, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to go here and try to kill this. I think this works out better. So I will just do a default. I guess I can... Priest gonna priest. Oh, well, I guess there's a world in which... No, because the gifted move, we can actually make it work. Yeah, okay. So I'll use the bottom of combined effort to do a move 2. Move the Deathwalker and move the Drifter. And then I will use the top of Unbreakable Wall, the 2 of us here, the 3 here. So we gain 1 experience. And we attack. Okay. Just need the +0. Perfect. Honestly, you've drawn exceptionally well in this first room for having default decks. So that's a kill. What was our thing again? We have not dropped below half yet. We should try to pay attention to this. So we have to loot 3 things. And what was the Deathwalkers again? I don't even remember. Oops. Man, I'm just randomly moving around. Never attack an enemy that has already acted in the round. I think that's currently true, right? Let's see. When we did our multi-target attack with Forceful Spirits, we were at 14. We were first. When we used Fluted Knight, yeah, the guard hadn't gone yet. When we attacked the priest who was going after us, yeah, technically we're still doing this. I'm actually going to move this one up here to try to remember it, because we've actually made it through the first room with it intact. The granted move was range 3. Ah, yeah, you're right. I couldn't grant move to the Deathwalker. Yeah, I forgot. Well, I guess I can't get the thing then. And there was no way. Yeah, here. Nope. So yeah, I could grant the Drifter, so I guess in that case I might as well grant the reinforcement. Yeah, no, good catch. I appreciate it. Okay. So I'm done here. So yeah, I won't get the summon now, but that's okay, because this will actually just let me get some loot, I guess. Which, yeah, not the one who needs loot the most, but not the end of the world. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, and there should... Oh, wait, actually, no, I can... No, I can't. No, I can't. Because I can actually... So I was actually supposed to place a shadow. I could actually place it under the Bannerspear, but then I still can't... Yes, actually I can, right? Only be formed if you move 1 from an adjacent hex. I don't actually have to summon in that hex. Ugh. Though basically I would have to summon it here. So, how realistic is that in terms of being useful? Yeah. I don't think we're going to do that. I think I'd rather just get loot and move up to here. But, yeah. Technically, I did have the option of summoning it. I think that's not what we're going to do, though. Okay, so instead, I will just use the bottom of Sunless Apparition. So I do loot 1, grabbing this loot. I'll deal with it in a second. I just tested it. The XP from the hotkey goes to whoever you're hovering with the pointer. Ah! Okay, that's very useful. Well, then I'm setting that right now. Thank you very much for testing that. Game keys, add XP. Let's try this one. Okay, that is a very nice quality of life thing. Okay, and then we just teleport to a shadow. Ah, I can even teleport to this one. Deathwalker doesn't need any loot. Deathwalker getting all the loot. I mean, what is this going to look like afterwards? Bannerspear just long resting. Drifter has, let's see, has just a move 2 after this. So it can only move to here anyway. I mean, we could theoretically pick, yeah, whatever. I mean, Deathwalker will take it. Yep. All right, so we loot that one, and then we teleport to this shadow, which also loots us this. Again, this all used with the bottom of Sunless Apparition, and then we're just not going to do anything with Eclipse. I don't really want to place 3 shadows right now. I would have to place them all here. It's just too hard to move them into the next room. Okay, so now we get to the looting. I believe this works as well, so we'll deal with that in a second. Let's go. All right, let's go here. I think if you just use the delete thing on them, but I guess how does it know who's doing it? Where is the loot button? Just reset the camera to the correct angle. So master loot deck, that's not what we want. There's got to be a loot deck for the scenario somewhere. Oh, right here. I mean, I could just draw it manually, but I have to imagine there is a... Clicking the name of the character auto-loots the tokens, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah. Except the one that we weren't next to. But yeah, so I guess if we just... Yeah, we just have to like do the old approach of doing like this, right? Yeah. Okay. And then here. Okay. So what do we get? They should... Well, we got the 2 tokens. Loot not scripted yet. Just moves tokens from the scenario to correct player met. Must be drawn on card for now. Okay, all right. I assumed it would be scripted, but I guess not. I mean, like, that's fine. That's not scripted as well, certainly. Just with how many things are scripted, that's kind of... All right, so we'll just draw 2 cards, one and another. All right, so we've got 2 metal and 2 lumber. Beautiful. That's very nice. This is the sort of things that I wanted to get here. I did not want to draw any herbs or money, but getting resources for the outpost is great. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm moving the mouse, or moving the camera around again. Let's get back to... Okay, so we end the round. Yeah, Deathwalker just helping the team, of course. All right, so the only one with cards to play here is a U. We'll play these cards. That lack of scripting includes post-scenario tallying. Okay, so I have to apply all the post-scenario loot as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the information on what the mod doesn't do, because yeah, definitely not that familiar with it yet. All right, so we long rest there and there. We just play 2 cards with the Drifter. And let's get to it. So the Drifter, we just have the top of Violent Inheritance, which is going to be rather not violent. Well, I mean, I guess it's the inheritance of violence at this point, because the violence has been committed, although one of these was just sitting here. Okay, so we do... I'm just going to go ahead and do this still to give them to the correct character. Boop. And then we'll get them in a second, and then I'm just going to do a default move 2 to here. I mean, I guess technically I shouldn't move yet, because I don't even know... Does this scenario have a random item? No, it doesn't. I was going to say, if we got like a random item, which was boost, which could affect how we move somehow, etc., but no. Okay. All right, well, this... So we go down here, and we draw 2 of these. So what we really want is money. All right. Beautiful. It's all coming up right way. We need a name for our Frosthaven group, by the way. All right, and then we take long rest here and here. Nothing to heal. I will keep the reinforcements active. So Bannerspear has a 10 card hand size, which means that when I lose a card to my long rest, I guess I technically can control its movement here, but that doesn't do anything. I'll go down to 9 cards, so keeping a card active puts me at 8. So yeah, let's go take care of that. All right. So in both cases, we choose a card to lose. Jaws of the Bear. I've been calling my hypothetical second Jaws always Paws of the Snow Leopard, but no, that's rude. All right, let's do this. Put these here. Let's do this. And these are at top. Put these here. Maws of the Bear. All right. So here we can lose any card we want to. This is a very easy regroup. Again, the value of regroup is between rooms. I mean, for us, it's between rooms, and there's no more between rooms. So I'll throw this into the loss pile. I know I could be doing this with the zones, but I think doing a few things like this without using the zones is fine. And then here we have to choose a card to lose. Unfortunately, it's not Rust. It can't be Rust in the Shade, which is the card that I want to lose. Like this is kind of the spot we were wanting to lose it. It sucks that we played this and this with the intention of trying to summon and didn't really get there. So it's kind of an interesting question here. The Drifter would. Oh yeah, I also get to refresh this and this. The Drifter would like a long rest to refresh the wing shoes, which are quite nice. If we were to long rest, we could actually take that time to summon the Sunless Apparition. Oh god, I'm wandering. All right, let's focus on the hotkeys again. To summon the Sunless Apparition right here, which is really nice. Or yeah, basically summon it there. So I actually like keeping that card for that reason. Like I think this is a pretty strong summon. When you can get it up for free, I think it's definitely worth trying to do. I need to move this down a little bit. So I don't want to get rid of that. So what could I get rid of? Probably just the weakest. This is my weakest shadow movement, but obviously it's also just an incredibly powerful loss attack. I don't actually have any cards that I really want to get rid of. I could just get rid of Eclipse, I guess. See you, Damaris. Thank you. Get rid of Anger of the Dead. Maybe I'll get rid of Black Barrage. I mean, it's all doesn't really make sense. To like, basically, if I get rid of Black Barrage, I make the top of Wave of Anguish a lot worse. I do really like Wave of Anguish, but Wave of Anguish is basically going to require Eclipse and or Black Barrage. I could just get rid of Eclipse. Maybe just getting rid of Eclipse is fine. I think we're just going to kind of go. I mean, so if we summon this turn, we could literally just go in turn 2 with Eclipse, though, right? How much does that matter? I don't think that matters that much. I think I'd rather just like go in with an attack. Just like this turn I make Dark, and the following turn I just go in with, yeah, I think that makes sense. All right, let's just get rid of Eclipse. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Okay, so long resting with the Drifter. So yeah, the Deathwalker, we have a very obvious turn here, which is this and this. So we're just going to kind of move in place. I mean, step forward and back, and then we're going to summon the Sunless Apparition, gain experience, and set up a summon for the next room. So the Bannerspear doesn't really have anything to do because these two hexes are both going to be taken, which is kind of annoying. I really don't want to open the door this turn. I wish I could just move this guard out of the way. Like, you're saved. Get out of here. Go. Out into the wilds with you. Rejoin us in Frosthaven later. Yeah. So I'm kind of just boxed out here. I'm basically just throwing away 2 cards. So I should decide the cards that I care about the least. That's pretty much what the situation is. You've been relieved. Precisely. I don't think I'll need this in the next few turns. The top is very unlikely to be used, and the bottom, is also very unlikely to be used in the next few turns. So that's a pretty easy one. I really need both the move 4s because we're kind of stuck behind here. I definitely want the range attack. So honestly, it's kind of just like comes down to these two, and I think I'm more likely to care about Rallying Cry than Unbreakable Wall. So we'll just play these 2 cards. I mean, I could even just activate Unbreakable Wall here. Like, we're going into a scenario with only 1 room left. But there are so many allies in it who will get attacked. We also have the summon. And honestly, the -1 range would matter here too, since I kind of want to run in Javelin something. So I think I'm just going to throw away 2 cards. Oops. All right. Do this. And this. Okay, start round. So, Deathwalker's up first. Let's go back here. So, I set up the hotkey for experience. So the Deathwalker, we're going to use the top of Sunless Apparition. We're going to gain 1 experience. Let's watch this. Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for that. That was, once again, Majamba. And we're going to remove an adjacent shadow. How does this work? So, all right, let's... We need Dwarf right now. The hex a shadow is in is considered adjacent to the shadow for all. No, so it's adjacent to the shadow. Okay, yeah. So no, it doesn't work. Asking if you remove beneath you, yeah. Because I know, like, basically when you perform an ability, the shadow is. I mean, basically, the hex you're in is adjacent. So it's like there's a weird thing with like when you perform the ability thing, but no, that's actually it's adjacent to the shadow though, not adjacent to you. So it doesn't matter. Adjacent hex, not adjacent shadow. Yeah. Oh, this. Oh yeah, from adjacent hex. Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, you're right. It is not adjacent shadow. That would have been the one that maybe would have worked. Although even then, I'm not sure. Okay, catching you play. Big fan of your moving guys. Thank you. I'm glad they've been helpful. It's a shame because I would have really liked to get rid of the shadow underneath me, obviously, rather than this shadow. I could otherwise go here and then get rid of the shadow, but then the summon's one further away, and I think the summon being one further up is probably worth a little bit more than the shadow being one further up. Okay, so this shadow's gone. I guess I can just delete it. We have the context menu. And we can context menu out the summonless apparition. Just want to make sure I didn't get the wrong one. Shadow Beast. There you go. Okay. So that's actually active. Gotta go down here to click this. And then we just basically move in place. I mean, technically you can't move in place. You do actually have to move, but that's fine. We just do 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, and make dark. Okay. Bannerspear does literally nothing. And Drifter takes a long rest. Okay, so let's go down to Drifter. So we get to refresh our wing shoes. Whoops. I'm not used to having that on 45. Maybe I should just set it back to 30. And we need to grab all these cards. Okay. And choose a card to lose. Definitely have to keep the loot card here. Probably, yeah, just the between the rooms heal. Makes a lot of sense at this point. Again, it served its purpose. It actually did get used. Technically not between the rooms, but that was because our turn kind of got messed up, but that's fine. All right, so let's go put this in the lost pile. Okay, I'm going to have to go refill my water and run to the bathroom quickly. But I guess we can start the room and take a look at things to see how things will shake up, and then we can go do that. Okay, so yeah. Basically, who's the one to open the door? I kind of wish that I'd taken the targeted 3 times instead, because I could just easily do like this plus this. Otherwise, I can do this plus this. It's really just a question of which of the move 4s I'm going to use. Hold on, let's take a look at the map to be sure. Yeah, technically we only need move 3, but yeah, I mean, we don't have any move 3s, and this move 4 will do. Let's see. First line of Deathwalker effect. Place shadows should be considered adjacent to their own hexes for all purposes, not just for targeting. Makes me think you can choose the shadow beneath you. Place shadow should be considered adjacent to their own. Yeah, the shadow's adjacent to its own hex, but unfortunately, as mineral. So that is kind of like what I was thinking about, right? Was how exactly that gets shaken up. But again, as Mineral Doggerel pointed out, that doesn't actually matter here because it says it can only be performed if you remove one shadow from an adjacent hex. So the hex you're in is like that's not an adjacent hex. Like an adjacent hex is any hex that you're not like around you. So in this case, it wouldn't matter. If it's that adjacent shadow, that might be different. So it's just a question of whether I'll want 6 initiative more or whether I'll want the top of Tip of the Sphere more. I mean, what are we doing for top actions after this if we use Tip of the Sphere, right? I guess we still have... We're unlikely to ever use Resolve Courage top, so we'd pretty much be looking at like Rallying Cry plus Combined Effort instead of Tip. I think that's fine. There's only one enemy type that has shield in here, and yeah, I mean, we might run into them, but even in that case, Combined Effort's still pretty good because of the wound. And I think keeping the 6 initiative is more valuable here. At least that's my reading of it, Bry Guy. Okay, so where are you at? So you also need to move 4 to go even to here, and then we kind of... Yeah, this is like the Drifter problem when you don't have the movement persistent or some other movement cards. It's basically like... What I want to do here is I want to use the top and bottom of Deadly Shot here. If only there was some way to do that. Because I need the move 4 to get basically to the next room, but then this is also just like my best ranged attack. Could Fortitude? Fortitude's pretty expensive for just essentially an attack 3. Not that expensive, I guess. Basically, yeah, I can do an attack 3, range 3, pierce 2 for either 1 token, or I can try to just use draining arrows to maybe muddle a couple things. Let's take a look. How likely are we to have... So from here, we'd have to have 3 enemies in this for draining arrows to be fine. Honestly, I think that's not unreasonable. We should get at least 2 enemies, and at that point, we're basically doing 2 attack 1s and 2 muddles rather than attack 3, but for no tokens. Last thing I'll add is the rulebook, page 21, also says figures treat the hex they occupy as adjacent for the purpose of targeting. At the end of the day, it's a minor difference. Ah. So they treat the hex they occupy as... Yeah, so I always find all this stuff to be like kind of treading a fine line. I'm never completely sure. So the hex you are in is an adjacent hex? Well, then maybe you could. I'm just going to do it like this because no matter what, I'm sure this is legal, and I'm not 100% sure this is legal, so there's no asterisks. But yeah, I mean, I could see an argument for it actually being legal. Okay. So yeah, I think that's worth it. The biggest cost of doing this, I think, rather than doing Fortitude, is basically giving up the move 3 to 23 initiative, which does kind of suck. But I think that's better than spending a token. If I knew for sure there were a priest within range 3 of the door, obviously I would be happy to do Fortitude. Without knowing that for sure, and I don't completely remember, it's been a long time since I played this scenario, I would rather just use Draining Arrows. But yeah, I mean, I think honestly either option would be fine here. Definitely have to use Deadly for the move. Okay, and so for you, we kind of just like to go late. Easy. We got rid of Eclipse and we have our summon card active, so just have the summon run in later. I guess late is just really going to be Wave of Anguish here. I think Wave of Anguish is probably fine though, so we don't even get to move to there because Drifter is literally going to be on the door. So our summon has 3 movement. That works here. It's weird. Huh. So like the character standees, but if you that's strange, right? If you zoom in on a character standee or character summon, that it does kind of what you want it to do, which like lets you very easily see the stats and everything, like puts it perpendicular to the camera. Whereas this, just like that. Anyway, so this has 3 movements, so this should pretty much always get in. So then we would just kind of end up moving to here and moving the shadow 1. So we have dark anyway, right? So yeah, I forgot about that. Is it all monsters that do that? I think it is, because I tried doing this earlier to a different monster and did the same. I mean, I can test it in a second when we get into this room. Okay. So, yeah. I think this is fine, because I don't mind moving up a little bit. I guess at that point, I'm probably using Black Barrage rather than Forceful Spirits. I don't have the bow or anything to increase range. This is just kind of a safer line. And then we can, yeah, maybe... I don't think we'll actually get to Recreate Dark, so then... But yeah, I just don't think we can put ourselves in a position to use Forceful Spirits here. This is just such a safer play. So the door is going to be opened at 21. So we still rather go at 58 just so our summon's less vulnerable. If the summon dies, the summon dies. It's not the end of the world. That's the nice thing about the Deathwalker summon. But still, better if it attacks for more turns. Okay, that looks good. Let's start the round. So Bannerspear goes first. We're going to use, so once again, the reinforcement does not move. We're going to use the bottom tip of the spear for move 4. So we have 3 movement to the door. All right. Whole bunch more enemies and allies. Is that really the correct number? I doubted it before, and I guess, does it really not? I guess I have to do this manually? Okay. No, I guess I can just click like this. No, 9.1 I think was the, yeah, no, it's 5.3 that I want. 5.3. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 7? 7 enemies, really? Are there 7? Oh yeah, there are, okay. Correct. No dog roll. All right, yeah, so, oh no, huh. What? So, to answer the question, Bry Guy, it's not all monsters. So, here, does it have to do with the position relative to the camera? No. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are both archers, right? This is the 4 and the 5, and it doesn't have to do with how the camera's positioned, so, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes good, sometimes not. Tough to explain this one. Okay. We need to flip for the monsters. So I guess we have to click this. So we've got priests, guards, and archers. And so there actually would not have been a priest within range 3 of the door, right? Yeah, the nearest priest is there. Okay. So happy with our decision. And we will have 3 enemies, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we draw for each enemy type. Okay, and I'll kind of I can't bring out multiple at once, but yeah, I'll just leave, I guess, this one up for people to take a look at. We'll update the camera when we get... So, Bannerspear is here. We have 1 more movement. So the archers have, yeah, Shoot Foot. Best name card in the game. Guards, -1 movement. They have, yeah, I mean, it's plenty of movement anyway. With -1 movement, this is only 2 movement, so we don't move up any more. We don't move here, basically this won't reach us, which isn't bad. We're going to get immobilized, which is a little bit annoying, actually. It's going to mess with our plan since we're using our only range attack here. Yeah, the immobilize is actually pretty annoying here. Not really a lot we can do about that, though. Immobilize is actually really annoying here. I don't think we're going to have anything else to do after that. Next turn, yeah, we're really going to have nothing to do. I guess that's an argument for letting, I mean, yeah, so I could basically let a monster hit me here to be able to do something with a top action next turn. I don't really think that's worth it. But yeah, it sucks because like both halves of Javelin are what could do something for us while being immobilized. All right, let's fix the camera now. We're gonna do something like this as control 1. Okay. All right. So basically, it's really just a question of whether I go here or here. Yes, going towards. Oh no, the guard's gonna move next to me. Yeah, the elite guard will move next to me. So I guess if I'm here, then the guard would go here, which is easier for me to do some stuff with. So yeah, let's do that. And this with 2 movements, so it doesn't reach me. Yeah. Okay. Looks good. So I go to here. I could have actually still made my range attack. I actually wish I had the precision shield one up now, but this is fine. So yeah, we're gonna use the top of Javelin, and we're gonna make wind. And we're gonna make an attack 3 on this archer here. I'm just gonna kill archers before guards. Archers are more threatening and less tanky. I mean, kind of equally threatening, but can always attack, whereas guards can't always attack. And archers 8 out of 8 of their cards attack, whereas guards, yeah, obviously have 2 non-move cards. Yeah. So yeah, pretty obvious to target the archers first. All right, here we go. Attack 3. Yeah, we had to draw -1s at some point. All right, 2 damage. Drifter's up next. The Drifter, we have the move 4 from Deadly Shot. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. We do indeed have 3 enemies within range 3 of Draining Arrows, so this is actually going to be really nice. It's going to help mitigate a lot of damage to the banner. Well, mitigate some amount of damage to the Bannerspear while dealing respectable damage ourselves. So we're going to do attack 1s from top to bottom with Muddle. All right. Oh, okay. 3 damage. 2 damage. Jeez. These draws. What on earth? I just did, what? Because we got +4? Just did 7 damage. Yeah, no kidding. Again, I don't really like when this happens to me because it usually foretells something worse later, but whatever. For now, we'll take it. Okay. So that's the Drifter's turn. So then the Priest is up. So the Priest focus, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 to move to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to move to there. So focus is over here. Now use all the luck down precisely in an easier scenario. All right, so this has 2 movement, if I'm not mistaken. Can't see anywhere else that could focus closer. Yeah, so it's just going to here, and fortunately heals no one since it moves this way. That's nice. There were no other priests. This is how that works. Yeah, it is. All right. So then the archers are going to go. So we're going to have a lot of archer attacks on the Bannersphere. Almost certainly going to be pitching a card here, but that's okay. So this elite archer is going to attack first. These are all attacks at -1. They're at range 5. I guess this archer will like, so Drifter's getting immobilized as well. I mean, that's fine. We'll have the elite guard here. We'll have something to hit. Yeah, definitely wish I had the precision shield now. Also, the thing to get attacked 3 times in a round would have worked. Whereas never going below half. Not looking great here. Okay, anyway, let's focus. So first we have an attack 4 immobilize on the Bannerspear. 5. I think I'll pitch a card to this right now. After this, we're going to have, what, a 3 and a 6? Yeah. So, I mean, I could just pitch the 6. 6 has disadvantage, though. I mean, this is only a 5. I guess if this, yeah, okay. I guess it's fine to not pitch here. Because basically it's going to be more or less the same whether we pitch here or here, except if on the off chance that there's a miss here, then we wouldn't have to pitch, and then maybe we can heal back up. Do you need the physical game for the campaign guide to play on TTS? No, you do not. You need nothing to play on TTS. It is completely free and requires no other materials. Obviously, it is encouraged that you buy the game, but to be honest, you know, if you really can't afford it or you have no one to play with, you know, everything's in the TTS mod. Okay, so this is a 5. I'll go ahead and use my heater shield while I'm at it. I don't see any reason not to use that now. Thermos is gone for 2 minutes, and we're already getting away from using hotkeys. Okay. So back to there. All right, so that's 4 damage. So you can zoom this in a little bit more. See their health a bit better. Control 1. Yeah, our group broke up during Gloomhaven. I've been playing Gloomhaven Digital with some friends online. Yeah. Well, then play this online. Okay, then we have, this is Archer 5, and this is 6. So 5 is going to attack the, yeah, we're also mobilized. 5 is going to attack for 3 on the Drifter with disadvantage. Nice disadvantage, so 2 damage and mobilize. The mobilize being more annoying here than the disadvantage, or I mean than the damage. Okay, then this one's going to attack the Bannerspear, also for, again, an attack 3 with disadvantage. Oops. Did I draw a character deck there? No, right? Ugh, can't see it because this. I'm pretty sure I drew it for monster. That's a disadvantage. I mean, you see there it is. That is indeed how it works. Okay, so that is a 5. All right, I'll go to 1. A disadvantaged attack drawing a crit and a +2. All right. And then this, all right, so we're mobilized. I guess this comes later. This actually isn't going to hit us. Hold on. So if I want my battle goal, I would have to pitch a card here. That's more like your luck. Yeah, I know, right? Let's take a look. So we have 4 cards. Pitching a card here is really painful because, yeah, it costs us a turn immediately, in addition to obviously the turns later. I realize that we're not actually, yeah, this is not great, right? Because this is actually going to run up and get hit by the guard, so we're not actually going to get to hit anything with the Bannerspear next turn. We're pretty much just guaranteed to have a dead turn. There's not, I mean, we could dismiss this, but I don't think that's better because it's actually going to absorb the hit. Huh. I just don't see a world in which I'm not taking more damage, but I guess that argument goes both ways. I think I'll just take the damage for now. I think it's fine. Drifter can do such big heals because of the persistent, and we're kind of stuck here. I assume I have the bottom heal still. I don't have the top, but yeah, I can heal for 4. Not target the archer. Yes, but unfortunately it's going to target this archer, not this archer, so it's going to run down here and hit this, because this is archer 6 and this is archer 5 on bottom. So yeah, it would have been much better if it went up here. Well, not really, because then I would just get hit by this guard for free. So it doesn't change much either way. Okay, Deathwalker's up. So actually, they would have killed this. We would have gotten a shadow. It would have been also nice. All right, we can mark when our shadows attack, our summons attack as well. So we'll certainly be marking here. So this is an attack for 3. Come on, +2. No, but honestly, can't complain about +0. Okay, 3 damage. Then we have our actual turn. Yeah, sure. So we're going to use the bottom of Wave of Anguish to do a move 2. Move all of our shadows 1. I'll just move the shadow underneath me. And then I'm going to consume the dark. Oops, that's not that. Using the top of Black Barrage. So XP button. Beautiful. To do an attack 3, range 5. I have line of sight here and here. Doesn't really change too much which one I kill. To be honest, I don't know that it matters at all. Yeah, I really don't know that it matters at all. I should look at my allies cards. Yeah, my only range attack at this point on the Drifter is Fortitude, which is probably what I'm playing next turn. So I'm just killing the other one. I guess I can't reach the bottom one, I can't reach the top one, right? The Drifter? No, I'm equidistant as well, so it really doesn't matter. Alright, let's just kill the top one, in case my summon's still alive and can kill the archer next turn if this misses. Alright, so let's attack this top archer here. So this is an attack 3. Okay, neat. And obviously we're marking and killing. Sorry, I should get used to saying that each time, but yeah. Oops, that's not what I want. Each time we attack and we have any expectation of killing, we're certainly going to mark, especially because it doesn't really matter that we remove the mark here, because if the summon attacks it again, or we attack it again, we always just get to remark it. Okay. Put that here. Okay. All right, so the guards are up. I'm going to move these other ones first, and then I'll move him here, and then I'll move the others. So your focus, you have 2 movement, so you're actually going to move here, because this is 3 to there, whereas, yeah, this is 3, but the hex isn't open anymore. So this goes here, this goes here, and there are none others over here. Okay, so this is going to be a disadvantage attack on the Bannerspear. Oh yeah, no, you're right. It should not be moving away from the summon, sorry. I just forgot about the summon again. Good catch. All right, so this is a +1 attack. So this is an attack 6 with disadvantage. I would love a miss here. Nope, no miss. All right, someone's gone. That's fine. So I can just press that button. Yeah. It was defeated. All right, let's go to here. And so there's no actual button for this, I guess, but that's fine. This already takes up enough space. We don't really need more space for buttons. All right, so someone gone. That's okay. It absorbed a large attack. You know, attack for 3, then absorb a large attack. That's good enough. Okay, this is gone. And then this one is going to attack here. 0. So that 2 shield on an attack 5 does 3 damage and 2 retaliate. That's the end of the round. Okay. So what do we have left now? So yeah, like I said, Bannerspear. Yeah, there's absolutely no way to do anything. I mean, we wait for this guard to move up and hit us, then I guess we could do something. Yeah, that's kind of the best I've got. I do regret just leaving this out. I should have just pulled it back to just resummon it. Because yeah, it's just too hard for it to get to this choke. I always forget how annoying this choke is. So yeah, I guess I'll play this. And I guess moving allies, I don't know. This is unlikely to go after the guard, but at least it can do something where we can move some allies. I mean, all right, so well, let's see for a second for you. So this is definitely the Drifter's turn here. We do a range attack to kill that archer, and we heal the Bannerspear for as much as we can. Also, we failed this. Oops. That's fine, though. So yeah, this is my turn here at 14 initiative. What can the Deathwalker do? A shadow up there. You can move that shadow bunch and use Fluid Night. That creates the dark for the Unforceful Spirits. I think that is probably just what we're always doing here, right? Let me go back to looking here. Oops. Yeah, Anger of the Dead isn't that impressive here. We have 2 shadows. We could do like an attack 4, but the priest is even down here. So yeah, I just like move the shadow and hit something. I guess I don't even have to move the shadow technically, but I definitely like the flexibility of it. I mean, I would rather kill, well, we could just kill the normal first. Okay, so if I don't have to move the shadow, what do I do? It's still not really anything. I mean, you might as well just move the shadow. I guess there's a world in which I would want to move a little bit myself and just like default move with this. This doesn't really do anything. There's no enemies occupying Hex's shadows now. No, I think I'll just do this. This gives me flexibility and also just sets up a shadow for the future. Oh, my throat is suffering. All right. So I want the guard to actually be hittable. I guess I go like this. And then when we have to pitch a card, we just probably pitch Combined Effort. Sucks a bit, because Combined Effort's good. I don't know, we'll see. This is fine. I think this is basically the best we can do. All right. Let's run it. Yeah, we do go after the guard. Guard is attacking for 4, so... I mean, if it doesn't flip a +1, we're okay. All right, Drifter's up first. So Drifter's immobilized, so we're going to use the bottom Prudent Preparation. Let's go here. So we're going to advance this by 1. And then we're going to... That's going to heal 4 on the Bannerspear. And then we're going to advance this by 1, gaining 1 experience with the Top of Fortitude. Not performing the actual attack, but before applying any other bonuses, move the character token on one of your persistence abilities forward 1 slot, +2 range. This makes this attack 3, range 3, pierce 2. Pierce 2 does not matter. Okay, so the 4 healing on the Bannerspear, and then we just make an attack 3, range 3, targeting the archer with 2 health. As far as Gripe is streaming, hey Bass! Very cool. Now for the big question. Will you post the VODs to YouTube so they don't disappear forever this time? I will really try to do that this time, yes. I know I did a bad job of that in the future, or in the past, but I intend on doing it here. I'm not recording because I don't have space, but I will try, I'll try to get in the habit of just at the end of every week downloading all the VODs or exporting all the VODs from Twitch to YouTube. I know I said that in the past, but I really will be trying this time. I mean, I guess I was trying last time as well, but yeah. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the VODs then. All right. So Drifter attacks here. We just need a -1 or better. Hate to see it, but whatever. I mean, at least, you know, it's a kill. Take those. Okay, Drifter's done and no longer immobilized. So the Priest goes. The Priest is just, again, going to continue running over here. Something to say to this guard. Very urgent. Okay, Deathwalker's up next. No summons to go before us. So... better than a miss? Yeah, definitely better than a miss. For sure, for sure. Alright. There's still this Archer here, too. Yeah, I actually should be focusing this Archer, I think. So I'm going to use the bottom of Dark Fog to move a shadow 5x's. I'm going to send this shadow to here. And then I'm going to use the top of Fluid Night. So I'm going to gain an experience. I'm going to create Dark. And I'm going to delete the shadow to make an attack 5 here. Obviously, as usual, marking it. Yeah, this is the most threatening of these three enemies. Basically, this hits for as much as this does. Will always attack. Will always have range. And has 5 less health than this does. So yeah, definitely want to be attacking this here. Okay, so here we go. This is attack 5. Okay, whatever. As long as it's not a miss, it's good enough. 4 damage. Okay, so the guards are going to go. So the elite guard, we can have go here or here. Ah, I didn't realize we would actually have a shot at hitting this guard as well. But yeah, that's not really going to matter. I mean, we'll put it here and then we'll give ourselves... Oh, no! We'll actually be able to do the whole thing. Oh, okay, okay. If we're not dead. Yeah, so this guard will go here. And we'll be just doing an attack 5, targeting the Drifter. So we flip. Okay. Takes 5. Archer's attacking at +1, yeah. Okay, and then this guard goes to here and attacks the Bannerspear. We'd really like to see a +0 or lower here. Okay. That's 4 damage, putting the Drifter back down to 1. No pitch cards. Or sorry, the Bannerspear down to 1. Bannerspear is still immobilized. Sorry, I forgot they haven't actually gone yet. Okay, and then the Archer. Oh no, then we have... I flipped in the wrong order. That was actually a flip here. Okay, well, I'll draw the other one. Okay, well, that's even better. So then we had to apply this. So this was a +0, so that means 2 damage here and 2 damage here. Okay. So then the Archer will attack the Drifter. So the Archer attacks at +1, so it was already attacking for 5, so now 6. Miss. There we go. All right. That's nice. I mean, the Drifter could certainly afford to pitch a card. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but prefer to delay that as much as possible. Okay. So then the Bannerspear goes, and now we get to do something really nice. Actually, this worked out much better than expected. So we don't actually get to do Rallying Cry, which is what I would love to do here, but we do actually get to do Resolved Courage, and we get to do the full Resolved Courage. So yeah, basically how this works, I'm going to bring this over here so people can see, is so this hex and this hex aren't actually adjacent, but they are, like, you can actually AoE target through walls in kind of a weird way, and technically I have an ally here behind me with these 3 hexes here. So basically I just set this up in this exact pattern. Ally here, 3 hexes here, and it works. Even though, again, it's kind of weird because we're not actually adjacent to each other. But we take those. All right, so we're going to put an experience on the Bannersphere, and we're going to do 2 attack 3 immobilizes. So we'll do the top and then the bottom. So top first. You know, I couldn't even summon this if I wanted to. There's nowhere to do it. Okay, so top first, 2 damage. And then the bottom, 3 damage. All right, immobilize here, and immobilize here. And then I lose my immobilize. I can't do anything with the bottom of Rallying Cry. Okay, and that's the round. Oh yeah, sorry. The reinforcements should have moved up at the beginning of my turn. Never attack an enemy that has already acted in the round. Pretty sure we failed that when we went into this room, right? Pretty positive. Yeah, we attacked the archers that... Yeah, dang it. I put it there trying to remember it. I mean, realistically, I don't think I could have gotten away with not doing that, so that's fine. So, another failed battle goal. Battle goals at it again. Yeah, precisely. Bannerspear box seems really tall. So yeah, this is just like a graphical thing with the picture-in-picture box. But yes, it is. There's certainly something going on there. Okay, so let's focus. Well, I've got 2 cards in the Bannersphere, and going early sounds better than going later, given my circumstances. So let's play these 2 cards. So the Drifter isn't immobilized anymore. Oh, there's another nice change. in this mod, if you're playing Soul, you don't need to set the cards face down. If you play them face up, they won't flip to the wrong side when you click set. Oh, that's nice. Then just kill or else size. Ah, thank you for that, Majamba. That is a nice thing not to have to flip these over. It's going to take a while to get out of the muscle memory of that, but yeah. Okay, so, I mean, there's no world in which the Bannerspear is not playing this card. This is just a given. It's my fastest card, and I also need healing, and I imagine Bloodletting can probably hit something here. But let's take a look. Maybe not. Maybe just Sustained is better. Yeah, Sustained seems fine. Basically, like, Sustained versus Bloodletting. Sustained is just one less damage, but is always going to give me a use slot back here, whereas Bloodletting only gets a use slot back when killing something. I could try to use the bottom of Bloodletting, but I mean, I could try to use the bottom of Bloodletting here. I'm only adjacent to one enemy. I mean, I could basically just destroy this guard. All right, you know what? I guess I'm here for this. I mean, it feels so silly not to heal, though, right? So basically, yeah, there's an interesting line, right? Which is playing Bloodletting no matter what, and then I can say, okay, if I want to heal, like if I think I can just finish something off with the top of Bloodletting, then right, I can just still do the move heal and then do the top, and that's fine, and get the thing back, which has the upside over sustained momentum of also theoretically allowing me to do this, right? Which is where I do attack 4 poison, attack 5 wound, attack 4 wound, and so that's what 4, 5, 4. So 13 against the guard, which has probably around that health, right? 14, but then the wound. I mean, so yeah, +0, +0, +0. This actually just kills. But it's also immobilized, and then I miss out on the healing. And I think the healing, then I'm going to basically lose a card here to playing a loss, but I'm also just going to lose a card from having to move into the room without healing myself. So I actually don't really want to do that. I think I would rather just, even though this is a very reasonable line, I think I'm just going to go with the sustained momentum plan. Basically try to sustain my momentum in this room rather than just burning everything right now. Okay. And so then for Deathwalker, we do have Dark. Forceful Spirit's kind of obvious card here, I think. No matter what, I'm always playing one of these two. Let's take a look at the situation. So where would I have to go to hit 2 targets? I actually can't unless the Drifter moves before me. Drifter will be going, why am I flipping? Okay. Drifter will be going at 27. So I could go at 26 and then I could go at 34. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to go at 26 to try to go at 26 in boots when I could just go at 34. But can I even move enough? Let's see. I also don't really want to end next to the guard, right? Is the thing. Yeah. So I guess that's kind of just not happening no matter what. Let's go back to here. So I'm never really 2 targeting here, I think. So if anything, I'm just doing a single attack 3. Yeah, that's the most likely explanation. And in that case, because I don't want to go next to the guard because the guard's immobilized. I mean, yeah, if the guard flips 35, I guess I will. In that case, I suppose there's no real reason not to just do this. This gives me some different options. I really hope that doesn't flip the 15 poison attack. That would be a disaster here. So which one of these cards do I want to play? I think I want to play this because I just want to get rid of this here. And I'll just keep Anger of the Dead because I don't really need the initiative, and I don't foresee using the bottom here. And I certainly don't want to use the top. I don't have enough shadows for it. Why am I flipping them over? Again, just have it, whatever. All right, let's go. All good. Priest early initiative, but that doesn't matter because we're not engaged with it. Ah, the guard is 35. Okay, well. So because it's doing a range attack, my immobilize does nothing, which obviously is a lot worse. I would rather that not be the case, but that does mean that at least I can flex into multi-target with the Deathwalker here. Okay, Bannerspear's up first. Reinforcement's still stuck there. 100% regret having not resummoned that. And I've even, what's insane about this is that I've gone through this whole exact thing before, right? Obviously I've played this scenario many times before. And I'm sure I've done this exact thing where I kept the reinforcement out and then it just never got anywhere because this bottleneck. And just, Anyway. So I can only ever hit this guard with this. So I'm going to do that. We'll gain 1 experience. And we make an attack 3 wound targeting the elite guard. Okay. +0 is good enough. And I have a move 4. To the loot. The archer. I mean, the archer's gonna hit someone anyway, but yeah, presumably we can have that be the drifter or something, because the drifter can heal it on this turn. So just going here. Yeah, that works. All right. So go there with the Bannerspear, get the loot token, which means I have to draw a card. This has to be done manually. Oops. Got just a lumber. So we really wanted to draw herbs. That's fine though. All right, Bannerspear's done. So the priest goes. This is the curse. I don't think there's any way it can multi-target from with +1 movement, right? With 3 movement, no. So it's just going to attack the 1 city guard. +0. I'm not going to bother putting the curses in their deck because they can never flip their modifiers here. I don't have any ally granted attacks, and they never attack. So this was an attack at -1. Its base attack value is 3, so 2. This has 2 shields, so it does no damage. Okay, and then the Drifter's up. So on the Drifter, all right, so let's go take a look at our things so we don't make the experience mistake again. So if we... Yeah, okay, there's some interesting things here, right? So what we're going to do... Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use... First thing first, I'm going to use my Amulet of Life. Oops. You know what? Why? Let's just stick with 30 degrees. That's just what I'm used to. Okay, so I'm going to use my Amulet of Life to heal myself for 3 and gain an experience. Okay. Then I'm going to use the top of Sustained Momentum to do an attack 4 on this guard. Okay, well, that balances out the crit earlier. Unfortunately, yeah. Would have been better just +0/+0. That is how it is. Okay, then I'm going to use the bottom of... Oh, sorry, then Sustained Momentum is going to give me a use slot back. I'm going to move this one back up here. Then I'm going to use the bottom of Vile Assault. I'm just going to move to here, I think. This will not get to attack anything now. I guess if the Deathwalker does multi-target, then it will, but I think I'll still probably not. So yeah, I'm just going to go here. This way this still has disadvantage on me, and then yeah, I take all the attacks. And then, so I heal myself for 4. 5. So then I advance this once again, and gain 1 more experience. Boom. Hey, units. Well, I just realized it's not the Bone Shaper Bannerspear combo, actual hard mode. Yep. Yeah, well, we played this combo plus Blink Blade in our previous Frosthaven character playing experience, so those are some very effective curses. You don't even need to draw the curse to result in the guards feeling indeed. Okay, so the archer's going. This is a strong shot, so this is an attack 6 on the Drifter. Yikes. Okay. +1, 7. Pretty sure I'm pitching a card for there. Yes, this could miss, but we've got a card to pitch anyway. We have 3 cards, and yeah, we're about to get hit again. So, all right, I need to loot 3 things at once here, so I can't get rid of Violent Inheritance, and I don't want to get rid of Bloodletting, so I guess I'm getting rid of Precision Aim at this point. I think that's fine. I mean, we're doing okay on tokens. Like, yeah, we got 3 more uses there and a ton more uses here. This actually should have been advanced by 1. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think we can get rid of Bloodletting, also give back a token, etc. So, all right. Goodbye, Precision Aim. Which is a shame, because obviously Precision Aim is just very good. I mean, just move 2, get a token back. It's a very nice action. All right. So the Archer's done, so then the Deathwalker's up. So, yeah, the Deathwalker, there's no way that I can hit 2 enemies with Forceful Spirits. I mean, there is by going here, but then I get attacked by this guard. And basically, I don't think dealing 3 is worth taking 4 at this point. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the top of Forceful Spirits before moving. So I'm going to consume the Dark, gain 1 experience, and perform an attack 3 on the Elite Guard. Okay, obviously marking it. So that's a given anytime nothing's marked. And then we're just going to use the bottom of Rest in the Shade to do a default move 2, moving up to here. Okay, so the guard's going to take 1 from its wound. We'll attack the Drifter with disadvantage. Okay, that's a nice disadvantage. This is an attack for 4 then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then this guard will step back conveniently on this loot so that we have a nice double loot pile. And we'll attack this guard for 4. -1, so 1 damage. And then this guard is immobilized, so we'll hit no one. All right. So, what do we have for cards? We have 2 cards here, some very poor initiatives, but I think we'll play them. And let our allies win the initiative battle. So then we're going to do a couple short rests, right? So this is shift 3. All right. Time to dismiss you? Yeah, that was such a mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna dismiss this because it's too far back. I mean, hold on. I guess I can actually use it this turn if it goes there. Not even really, right? I don't know. It's kind of a free action. They can tank a hit for me or something. This is no longer immobilized. I do lose a turn by keeping it active, but obviously I plan on replaying it at some point. I guess I would like to replay it, so I think I will just keep it active. It's finally here. All right, sure. So let's go back here. So I will just leave that there. I know this cost me a turn, but I've got plenty of stamina at this point. That's not an issue. Okay, sure. Okay. And then same thing here, short rest. Shadow movement. All right. Can I survive without that? Let's see. So we gotta see the situation on the board. So currently I don't have any shadows. I have a shadow next to you, Fluid Knight. Yeah, I think I can make that work. I mean, it's definitely not a card I would choose to lose, but I think I can still make it work. All right. Let's move all these down a little bit. Shift it up, which is messing with, or making my preset camera not as good. All right, so what are we doing then? Let's see the board. So we really need to kill this. I don't have dark anymore. I mean, obviously, could just go here and Forceful Spirits both. Oh yeah, sorry. I had already had this marked, but I did switch to marking this, which makes sense because it was lower. If only we had dark, it would be a lot better. I don't really want to Fluid Knight this. Moving this 2 isn't very good. Yeah, Anger of the Dead, not much better. No one else can make dark for me. I may just play Forceful Spirits anyway. I mean, it's still in Tech 4 here. Let's see. Can I, with a default move 2, go to there? Yeah. I don't really need Anger of the Dead just yet. So, yeah, I think I can just play this and play this. Could move to create the dark with this instead. Kind of want the 14 initiative, though. I don't care that much about Forceful Spirits top right now. Or sorry, no. Oh, ooh, yeah. I don't care that much about Black Barrage top right now. I'm probably going to end up using Black Barrage bottom here. Okay, so that's that. So, you know, we still need basically the Bannerspear to go a bit earlier as well. So you go here. I mean, I could go there and disarm you, but I don't think that's what I want to be doing. Really what I want to be doing is like an AoE, but, well, you know, actually, 2 plus 3. God, I need to get plus zeros here. But I think this does make a lot of sense. Basically, if Bannerspear and Deathwalker both hit for plus 0, I actually kill the Elite Guard while also getting a bonus attack, which seems worth doing. Okay. So the guards are doing that. All right, well, that makes this pretty low risk, which is nice. So, okay. And the archer, that's multi-target, isn't it? Okay. So the reinforcement's going to move up to here. Because why not? Then the Bannerspear, I'm going to do move 4 with the bottom set for the charge. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here to just once again use Resolve Courage. So we gain 1 experience. We attack bottom and top this time. Okay, 3 damage. I won't bother putting the immobilizes. Okay, because they're not moving this turn. Okay, then the Deathwalker goes. So on the Deathwalker, I'm going to use the bottom of Anger of the Dead as a default move 2, moving to here. And then I'm going to use the top of Forceful Spirits, just doing attack 2 here, and then attack 2 here. I'm going to attack here first, because if I flip a +1 and kill it, then I can still have this marked afterwards. So we'll attack the guard first. Beautiful. So that kills, which gets us a shadow. I'm going to put the shadow here. I'd rather advance the shadows further this way. There's only 1 enemy back there, and I have a shadow next to it. And then I'm going to attack here, marking it. Okay, that's okay. And now that's marked. Okay. So the guard's going to go. So the guard just has Shield Retaliate, which is good for my guard buddy over there, and good for my Bannerspear buddy over here. And the priest is going to go. It's just going to step over to here and heal itself. And the archer is going to go and is going to hit the Deathwalker and Drifter, both for attack 4s. I mean, elite Algax archers are menaces. All right, attack 4 here, attack 4 here. Okay, go to 1. No big deal. Here. Go to 2. Okay. So Drifter has 2 cards, huh? Yeah, this is not very impressive. I mean, I just had the 2 cards. I didn't think it made sense to rest early. I could obviously use this loss to actually have a pretty decent turn here, like a really decent turn, but the problem with it is then I give up my ability to get my battle goal. Maybe just no one gets their battle goals. That being said, the Drifter's battle goal is pretty important because I really want to get the looting perk for the personal quest, right? And also just like obviously getting battle goals. How realistic is it to ever get 3 loot tokens at once? I mean, it's pretty realistic if we just... but this sucks then, kind of, right? Well, I guess I just move here and default attack. Yeah, basically I just have to go here and loot these 3 is the most realistic, which is definitely doable. All right, let's just do that. So in that case, yeah, I need to save this to loot. I would actually just go like default move here and then go here, Violent Inheritance, hit this, which is pretty good looting this. But again, I need to save this for the triple loot there. So in the end, we'll just use the bottom of Violent Inheritance as a default move 2, going to here. And then we'll use the top of Bloodletting as an attack 5 here. +2 or crit. That's back-to-back nulls. Oh, that's really rough. Okay. Okay. Well, we gain 1 experience. That's why we have the emote. That's really rough. Yeah, like I said, too good of luck early not to expect this earlier, not to expect this to happen by now. Okay. Drifter after short rest for sure. This one. Yeah, we lost 2 cards because we pitched 1. Yeah. Okay, short rest. Okay, losing draining arrows is acceptable, I guess. Obviously, I wouldn't really choose that because it's just like a nice move 3 that is always going to give me a token here because all the enemies are isolated. But I need to keep my loot, I need to keep my big move, I need to keep my bigger attacks. Okay. So, how many tokens do we have? That's actually an important question at this point. So we're got some space still. We're still fine. All right. So what are we really doing here? Yeah, the double attack bloodletting same momentum is obviously tempting, but just not realistic in terms of initiative. Could just do it with prudent prep, just like attack 3, attack 4 to kill this archer with the default attack. I give up the heal, which is a little bit annoying because the Bannerspear could definitely use some healing. Let's take a look at that situation there. Yeah, Bannerspear is at 2. We want to... yeah. No, yeah, we cannot actually disarm this. The positioning here for the Bannerspear has been rough. People like, you see, Bannerspear sucks. This class is terrible. Alright. I mean, I could theoretically... Oh, wait, I have Javelin. Bottom. Pulling this down here is going to ruin the Drifter's life, right? Like, I could pull this here, and I could disarm it. Man, the Drifter would be so unhappy about that, though. Then it's so hard for me to get 3 loot tokens. I mean, it's basically impossible at that point, right? No, I guess if we kill this over here, then we can still get 3. Alright. I mean, this is just such a kind of essential turn here that I think I have to do it. Unbreakable wall and back to that. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That is also a possibility later. I mean, the problem is I think with the initiatives we're going to have after this, that's not going to be super likely, but yeah, this is a bit too good to pass up on. Okay. So then in that case, the Bannerspear doesn't really need the healing, so I guess we could just go ham here. Yeah, I want to see this. Sorry. So the problem is if we use 2 use slots here, I think we actually don't have a way to... I mean, we basically have to play the top of the same momentum without attacking, which seems pretty bad. But it does kind of kill this archer, which is pretty good. No, I don't think I can do that. I mean, maybe I'll just do these 2 cards anyway. Well, no, in that case, let's just do this then. Well, what is the Deathwalker up to? I guess that's the next question. So the Deathwalker has a shadow here. So I do move all shadows 2, and I do Fluid Knight, and I can also do this at 14 even if I want. 1428. Okay. I mean, then I don't really need Bloodletting. but I guess it's still kind of like triggers the thing. Although I feel like we should be able to trigger the thing. No, because we have to use the other one later. Yeah, let's save this, because we can also just use this to gain a charge back while moving through the room. All right, so let's go Bloodletting here. Let's do Fluid Knight, Black Barrage here. I think this makes sense. We're kind of setting ourselves up pretty badly here to not. Does this work instead? To not have another top action, because we kind of are going to need Black Barrage top next turn. Call of Doom really isn't going to cut it here. Let's see. Yeah, moving the Shadow 1 is enough, actually, and then we can even go run and pick up a loot token down here. Okay, looks good. Okay, so yeah, we do indeed need to use our Boots of Speed here for the Deathwalker, but that's why we have them. So let's go over here. I guess I should really include like items in this. All right, so we're going to Boots of Speed to change our initiative to 1458, which is going to be faster than the 1465 of the Drifter. So we're actually first on the Deathwalker. So on the Deathwalker, we're going to use the bottom of Wave of Anguish to do a move to move all shadows up to 1 hex. We're going to move here, move this shadow under the Drifter, but I'm just going to get rid of the shadow for Fluid Knight, so I'll just delete it now. And I guess I'll move this shadow just down 1. Kind of point is I could also tell. No, I don't. Well, do I still have the teleport? No, that's Forceful Spirit's bottom, right? I already played it, yeah. Well, I guess I have this. No, let's just leave the shadow there. Let's just leave that shadow there. Yeah, let's just leave it there. Okay. So I gain 1 experience by using the top of Fluid Knight, and I create Dark. And we're doing an attack 5 on the Archer, obviously keeping it marked. Okay, 4 damage. That's fine. All right, so Deathwalker's done, so then Drifter's up next. So Drifter, we're going to use the top of Bloodletting. So this is an attack 5. We got to go down to our thing here. Advance this by 1. Back up here. We attack for 5. Okay, 6. That kills. Which means we get to move this back 1. Yeah. And I think I would rather do healing here. So the real question is basically who I heal. Because I'm going to use this to heal someone for 4. I guess I would like to try to keep that guard alive over there. How likely is that to happen? Probably. This guard has to flip a -1, and I can go tank. But I'm still the most. But I guess. No, because yeah, I can loot the 3 things over there. Yeah, okay. I'll heal myself for 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, using the bottom of Prudent Prep, and that uses a use of Continuous Health. Slot our charge of Continuous Health. All right, I believe all the archers are dead now. Yep. So then the Bannerspear is up. So first we have the reinforcements, which I'm just going to start moving through the room to maybe tank something. I don't actually need it to be there. My ally is going to, the guard's going to help me with this again. And so then I'm going to use the bottom of Javelin to do a move 1, pull 2, range 3. So I'm going to move to here. Oh, I forgot to grab the loot for the Deathwalker. I'll do that in a second. And create the shadow. Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. Up. We're going to put this, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Put the shadow here, just closest to these 2 enemies, not in the actual hex. Okay, so I move here. I'm going to get this loot. I'll have to do the Deathwalker loot and then the Bannerspear loot. Hey, Muriel. Long time no see indeed. Good evening. Sorry that I've been gone so long. So then we pull here using Javelin, and then we use the top of Rallying Cry, gaining 1 experience, and then we make an attack 3 disarm targeting the guard. This is the 3rd player. Okay, well, that's what it is. At least it's disarmed. Okay. Maybe that was a reason to heal the Bannerspear, because Bannerspear has terrible initiative next turn. Actually, I really messed. Whatever, too late. I should have just left the reinforcement here to guarantee tank the next hit for the Bannerspear. I really messed that up. That was not good. That was not good. Oh. Maybe we'll get rewarded for our clean plays with some excellent loot. So, first for the Deathwalker, then for the Bannerspear. So herb here, materials here. That's a coin. That's not an herb. That's okay. All right, that goes there. Oops, that's not what we want. And that goes there. Okay, so then the guards go. This one's disarmed, so it does nothing. This one moves to here and attacks this guard. Nice little -1. Nope. You want to send the guard in the first room away, but he's the formation MVP? It's true. If we had said relieved of duty, we would have missed out on a lot of formations here. All right, this guard is unfortunately dead. Priest goes and is going to. That's beautiful. This priest has really put itself in a great situation. So it actually only has one movement, so it can't lose its advantage. So it's going to attack with disadvantage into retaliate. Okay, so this is an attack 4. +1, so 5. So it does 3 damage and takes 2 retaliate. Alright. Sucks. I'd really like to save this guard. But I'm not sure that's going to happen. Okay. So what are we up to now? Oh, disadvantage. Good call. Thank you. Yeah, good call. Forgot about that. I even said it before, and then I just got distracted. Okay. So let's get back to this. Yeah, again, like I said, really poor initiatives here. We do have the big move here, but the loot won't work just yet. I'm distracted laughing at silliness. Yeah. We're just going to do this and this, I think, to try to go kill that guard, and then afterwards I can use Violent Inheritance to loot. I think this is the path to sort of setting that up well before... Basically, the thing that I really don't want is... Well, I don't want to take many hits if I can avoid it. I really should have healed the Bannerspear, or left the summon next to the Bannerspear. Yeah, there are so many things that would have been better there. But basically, I really don't want this guard to start moving over here, because that's going to ruin my last... I mean, one of my last shots at setting up the loot triangle that I need. So I'm just going to go over here and Vile Inheritance just to basically one-shot this card, and then I can just use the loot and start moving somewhere else after that. We should be good. I think it's fine to play a loss here. There. Perfect. Okay. I mean, these cards, yeah, I don't know. Can the Deathwalker bail me out somehow? Astute Dunspars, hey! Long time no see indeed. Welcome. Good to have you back. It's good to see so many familiar faces. Makes me happy to be streaming again. So, I'll only be doing the one scenario today, but voice permitting, I will be back tomorrow. I'm kind of even playing it by ear because how much work I have just kind of comes up on a day-by-day basis. Like, basically, I find out in the evening, my time, because during the day, US time, how much stuff I have for the next day, essentially. But I'll be announcing a day in advance, and we'll just kind of see how much streaming we do this week, and then we'll go from there. I'll definitely be streaming more in the short term than I will in the long term. I'm going to try to stick to streaming once a week. Like, in the long term, I'll make sure that I stream at least once a week. Well, I won't make sure. I'll do my best to stream at least once a week going forward when I'm busy. Just, because I do enjoy this and I know people miss me, and that makes me feel good as well. Like, obviously, I'm Anyway, yeah, in the short term, I have a lot less work than I will in the medium term, so I'll be able to do more streaming in the short term. Obviously, I can't really talk about. I mean, basically, most of what I'm doing these days does relate to Gloomhaven Second Edition still. Not like the design stuff, but basically, right now we're in the middle of proofing, so it's on a day-by-day basis. Like, we get a lot of stuff sent to us, and then we go through and proof it all, and then graphic design works on it, and then comes back, etc. So kind of that workflow, and that is what determines how much work I have to do. Okay. So, can the Deathwalker do anything to bail out the Bannerspear is basically the question. Probably not. Not really. I mean, I have a shadow there. Do I have movement for shadows? Yeah. I can do this. So I have the dark, though. I really just want to do this, right? So I could teleport to this shadow to get this loot token. That's not bad, because honestly, it's kind of out of the way for people anyway. So I just do like this and this with the dark. Yeah, I think this is about the best I got. Figured you were kind of done the second edition, yeah, but interesting to see here you're also involved in the proofing stuff. Oh yeah, everyone's involved in the proofing stuff. Obviously, there were a lot of mistakes in Frosthaven, and we're trying to do our best to... I mean, yeah, I'm never going to have the belief that there will be 0 mistakes in second edition, but obviously we'd like to keep the percentage of mistakes a lot lower than what was in Frosthaven, so we're really trying our best. And yeah, doing lots and lots of waves of proofing. Alright. So of these cards, which formation can we hit? So we'll have the summon can be like here, or or here, or here. So yeah, I mean, I think realistically, is there like a move 1 loot here that does much? This is dead, maybe. It could be dead. Not really. Now, even then, the move 1 loot 1 doesn't do much, right? And move 2 will do the same thing essentially. So in that case, yeah, I don't really see a reason to use pincer movement here, so I'm just going to play these 2 cards, and we'll see kind of which one does something. But yeah, again, really wishing that I'd left the summon in position to tank this hit. Maybe pitching pincer movement. Pitcher movement? Yeah, 50. Okay. Not a lot to it. Or that I'd heal the Bannerspear. Like I said, a lot of things I could have done better here for the Bannerspear, but, you know. Have items? No, I mean, we have the boots, but that doesn't change anything because we're going after. Oops. All right. Drifter's up now. So on Drifter, I'm going to use the bottom of Deadly Shot as a move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to grab this loot token now because I need to save it for later for my battle goal. And I'm going to use the top of Vile Assault. So it's this one. All right, so we're going to advance Crushing Weight twice, gaining 1 experience. I mean, technically, I don't have to advance it twice because the first one's a crit. I mean, then I'll just undo it. All right, so we do an attack 4 poison first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's poisoned. And then this is an attack 5 wound because we benefit from the poison. And that kills. Ah! Mistake. Oh, God, I hope that doesn't mess things up. Should be fine, right? Yeah, it's 6 life. That's the problem with that hotkey. There we go. I feel like they're exhausting character. Like, I mean, you know, it is what it is, but it'd be nice if there was like a confirmation for exhausting a character. I guess it's fine though. I assume it just puts them there and sets their HP to 0, so it should be okay, hopefully. Hopefully. Okay. So Deathwalker, we do a loot 1 with the bottom of this, and we teleport to Hex of the Shadow. That's all it does? Okay, that's good to know. Stab yourself, Drifter. Yep. So we'll teleport here. We'll get this loot in a second. I mean, I guess I can. Whoop. Boom. And then we're going to use the top of Black Barrage, Consuming the Dark, gaining 1 experience. I don't remember this scenario so long ago. What initiative does the friendly dudes have? They have 50 initiative. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, initiative 50. But it doesn't matter because it's 2 X's away, the friendly dude. There's a wall there. You can't necessarily see it very well, but yeah. Okay, so we are making an attack 3 with the Deathwalker targeting this guard, obviously marking. Okay, 3 damage. Guard definitely survived longer than it should have, with some misses and 1 miss against it and stuff like that. Alright, well, speaking of misses, yeah, here's a chance. Yeah, I really regret the mistakes I made. Been enjoying the mod. I know they've put a lot of time and effort in. Was going to start with my group soon. Yeah, the mod seems excellent. Like, yeah, I mean, my one criticism basically of the mod that I share with like what I've seen people say publicly is just that, yeah, I mean, if you look at it, kind of for my setup, this doesn't matter so much, but that these like character boards are really big, and normally it puts the cards all the way down here with like the whole play area up here and everything like that, which is like really distant from everything. So yeah, maybe scrunching this a little bit or something like that would be basically my only criticism. Other than that, I mean, it has everything. It's got all the campaign stuff. The automation is great. It even has the solo scenarios. So yeah, no, I'm definitely really enjoying it, and I would highly encourage using it. Okay, well, anyway. Draw modifier. So yeah, this literally has to be a miss. That's the only thing that leads to me not pitching a card. Nope. But again, I have no one to blame but myself on this one. All right, pitching a card. I think we're still going to be fine, but yeah, certainly it's frustrating. Because if I just put the summon in the correct spot, we wouldn't have had this issue. Okay, Bannerspear's up next. So summon goes first, then we go. Is there any real reason to want to push here? Not particularly. I guess the reason to push is that then I get to do a move 4 rather than a move 2. But I'm probably just going to this loot token anyway. So yeah, I don't know how much that matters. So I guess the only real question is just, I mean, do I want to push or not? I guess if I don't push, I put the summon here, but I kind of would rather have the summon here so that it tanks next time. What's your reinforcement called? I actually, I was saying we need to have a name for it, but I didn't really come up with one yet. Open to suggestions. All right, so we're going to have it go there so that we can do Unbreakable Wall. Not because we're actually going to push, but just, yeah, because I'd rather have the summon adjacent to the guard, and I'm just going to move here anyway. So the summon moves over there, and then I use the top of Unbreakable Wall. I gain 1 experience. I perform an attack 3. It's here. Wow, we've missed a lot in this room. Yeah, well. Saturday evening, Steam P2P servers did not work. We were not able to play last game on the alpha. Ah, sorry to hear that. All right, so we go there and get this loot. I needed to get the Deathwalker loot in this one. I really should just be remembering to do them during the turn. And then the priest is going to go. The priest is going to add another bless to their deck and heal adjacent allies, which doesn't do anything. At least it didn't kill the guard yet. All right, there we go. So that's everything. We just have to do the looting. All right. So first for the Deathwalker, materials. Okay, we take those. And then for the Bannerspear, still no herbs, but I mean, 2 metal. Okay. And that's that. End of the round. All right. So what do we have for cards here? So yeah, I mean, this is just kind of the plan no matter what, and I'd rather not lose sustained momentum. I actually have to play sustained momentum without attacking here to be able to keep up whatever it's crushing weight. So I'm just going to play this as a default move, basically, and this to pick up the 3 loot tokens to complete my battle goal. Here, I think I'm fine with just playing 2 cards. I mean, I should look, but yeah, I think it's fine. Like, the reinforcement's just going to tank this attack from the guard here. We're going to long rest on the Bannerspear. And I'm just going to start moving towards the next thing, basically. So yeah, this is just fine. I don't think I need to short rest early here. I think this is ultimately acceptable. We're not in a terrible rush now since we have the reinforcement to tank. Put these in the wrong spot. That's okay. Won't be the last time. Okay, the priest goes. So -1 move and is immobilizing. I won't bother to place the immobilize again because these don't move. So attacks at disadvantage. That's one hell of a disadvantage attack. So that's an attack for 4 then. So that does 2 damage, and the priest takes 2 damage. +1 on disadvantage, huh? Alright. So then the Deathwalker goes. So for the Deathwalker, I'm going to do a move 3 that creates dark. Going 1, 2, 3 this way, just to go down to help with this, I guess. Not really, I mean, basically to go towards this loot, if I'm being frank. Yeah, because my shadow can just go down there to attack, right? And then I'm going to use this to just heal myself for 2 and create dark as well. I mean, I guess the alternative is I honestly could just go here and punch, but then I get hit rather than the reinforcement. I don't really want that. So sure, heal myself for 2, which doesn't matter too much either. And the dark obviously doesn't matter, but that's okay. I don't think there's like, yeah, I can move all shadows 6 hexes and then do an attack 1 on something. That does not really seem worth it. Okay, so the guard goes, attacks at -1, targeting the reinforcement. Okay, reinforcement down. Drifter's up. So the Drifter, we're going to use the top of Violent Inheritance to do a loot 1 without the attack, getting all these beautiful loot tokens. We'll do that in a second, I guess I should, yeah. And then I'm just going to do a move 2, going down here to try to get towards the priest. Okay, so let's get those 3 loot tokens for the Drifter. So again, what do we want? It's lumber, right? No, gold. We want gold, yeah. Here we go. 1. Oh, no! The herbs! The Bannerspear's herbs! Alright. Well, what can you do? I mean, at least we got some herbs to craft a rather interesting potion. I'm not going to pretend like I don't know some things when it comes to potion crafting, for example. I don't actually remember what most of the potions are, but I mean, yeah. Herbs are good stuff. 2 of the same herb. Okay, so we heal for 2 on the Bannerspear, and I refresh the heater shield, and we have to choose a card to lose. I'm going to pull back the reinforcements is dead anyway, so it's certainly getting pulled back. Right. I mean, I have to do this first, sword hand. Is that correct? Why did Resolve Courage not get pulled out? I must have pressed a number that was too small. Strange. All right. We have to choose a card to lose. Let's take a look at this board situation right now. What do I need? And this obstacle has been really annoying here, huh? They really designed this space between the 2 rooms to be anti-Bannersphere. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Things that I want. Javelin and move 4s, basically. Maybe this. I guess, honestly, I really don't care about Unstoppable Wall at all at this point. That's a very easy cut. Okay. So this goes into your lost pile. So short rest on the Drifter. Violent Inheritance? Yep, that's fine. Oh yeah, so we got our battle goal. So, boom. Weird. Anyway. And short rest on the Deathwalker. That's fine. You can have dark already. Yeah. We will be fine. All right. So, you have to kill this guard. Oops. Guess like just 2 range attacks on it. Kind of works, and then I move here, and then I guess I move back to get the loot. Problem is 2 attack 3 is just like so likely that it doesn't kill. I guess I can come here and disarm it instead. Just play like this. Yeah, that's fine. Well, there's a world in which we don't kill it where we want to use that next turn. Maybe I don't need the move for... Maybe I'm just chilling over here for the rest of the scenario, basically. So let's just do this, actually. I think that's fine. I gotta stop flipping those cards over, but again, it's just a habit that's gonna be very difficult to break. So here, yeah, we just want the long range attack that consumes the dark, and we just want to move a little bit. So we're disarming at 6, so our initiative really doesn't matter here. So I can probably just do like the move that moves all my shadows. Seems fine. Yeah. Seems fine. Yeah. As I said, I didn't need to flip them, and I flipped them again. Okay, so again, in order to actually make an attack here on this enemy, I would have to... But I just actually don't need to... I can't reach him this turn anyway. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Basically... Yeah, I use this. Let's take a look at our thing, shall we? So if we move that 1... Yeah, there's no real reason to move it 2. So we just do like this, and I just need to save the big move here, so the other card I play doesn't matter too much. I know then the next attack will actually lose crushing weight, but I think that's fine. I can just kind of mess him up. I guess I can also just lose the healing one, to be honest. Oh no, I kind of want this afterwards. Maybe it is just sustained momentum then. Okay, that works. Okay, here we go. So priest is going at 9. Ooh, multi-target curse, huh? That might do something here. Oh yeah, +1 move probably will. Okay, well anyway, Bannerspear's up first. So the Bannerspear, yeah, man, this card has been such an MVP for formations, it's hilarious. I'm gonna move here with the bottom move 4, then I'm gonna gain 1 experience and perform an attack 3 disarm on this guard. Okay, 3 damage and a disarm. Of course you are. Of course you are. Alright, well that's fine. Alright, so then the priest is going, has +1 movement, so 3 movement. Still actually can't get in range to hit the drifter, right? Yeah, because we can go 1, 2, 3 to there, but can't go to there. So actually is just going to stay, no, can move away to lose disadvantage. So we'll go to here, which is actually kind of, well, better and worse for me. And we'll attack the guard. Really? Alright, so that's +2 on +3, or on a 3 is a 5, -1 is 4, we have 2 shield, so I guess we're not dead yet, right? It's not a mistake, because yeah, so attack 3, base actually 2, and then +2, yeah. So 2 damage, okay. Okay. So the guard goes, shields retaliates, loses disarm, very effective disarm turn. I mean, it's the only attack I had anyway. Deathwalker's up, so I'm going to start by consuming dark with Black Barrage, gaining 1 experience, and I'm going to attack the guard. I mean, I know I could even attack the priest. Maybe there's more of a rush to attack the priest? Yeah, actually that's a good point, because if the priest, because the priest can kill this guard, which I don't like. Okay, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 5 range on this, because it's 4 range, but +1 range when I consume dark, which I did. So I will attack the priest, and I will go ahead and mark it. Why not? Like finishing up the last ones, off to chill out with Spartan. Have fun! Thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow than I started today. I don't know exactly when, but if you follow, you get a notification. Yep. Take care. Okay, so let's flip. Didn't matter who I attacked. Okay, and so then I'm going to do a move 2 and move all my shadows 1. So I'm going to move this shadow here, I'm going to move this shadow down here, and I'm going to go onto this loot token. I didn't forget any loot this turn, right? No, I think not. And I just get this loot, which is a coin. Sure. Okay, so then the drifter's up. Oops, moving the camera around a little bit too much. What am I looking for? Oh, here. Okay, so with the drifter, I'm going to use the bottom sustained momentum as a default move too, going to here. So this makes it easier for me to get next to the priest afterwards. Then I'm going to use the top of fortitude. I'm going to move a character token forward. So I'm going to move the continuous health token forward 1, gain 1 experience, to turn this into an attack 3, range 3, pierce 2, targeting the priest. Okay, well, that kills. Because we have 3, crit 6, and the pierce 2 gets through the shield. Alright, well, that was nice. Unfortunately, I don't have the loot anymore, so I'll have to take like 2 turns looting this, but that's okay. And that's the end of the round. Alright. Yeah, from here, this should be pretty easy. We managed to save 3 guards. Excellent. So, what do we have left? So I just do basically move 4. Yeah, I don't have any other loots left, so yeah, I'm pretty much just move 4ing, and that's it. That we call you Drifter Drew? Pretty much. Alright, yeah. So the other card I play here really doesn't matter at all. Yeah, I don't really think of it that way, but I could see that. Okay, so we really don't want to kill the guard this turn. So what does that mean that we can do? Summon... I don't know, I'm just gonna play a card. Guess I get attack for 3 with disadvantage and count on not killing, but somehow I don't really believe. But I think I'll just play these cards anyway. Oops, you're over there. Oh, yes, I did. Good call. Thank you. I did use this lost card to kill a guard. Yeah, I forgot to put that in my lost pile. I gotta get used to clicking that. Thank you. Hasn't mattered. I haven't reused it yet, but yes, good catch. Again, we'll be fine on stamina regardless. Okay, so what can we do here? So I can get rid of the shadow to summon to gain experience, because I do want to gain experience here, and the rest doesn't really matter. Yeah. I'm going to trust the Bannerspear. I mean, I guess I should just start moving over there afterwards. So, sure. Oh, no, because I have to... Yeah, let's just play these cards. Let's just play this then, I guess. Okay, because you're before... Yep. Alright. 15 again, huh? Ugh. Alright. Anyway, I guess maybe I should have just gone faster so that I could always summon before the guard could attack me. Yeah, this could hurt a little bit. Should be okay. Alright, so the Drifter's up first. So the Drifter is just literally going to move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Gets loot. Okay. No money. It's a shame, but whatever. Then the guard is going to go. Is actually going to attack the Bannerspear. -1 is nice. That's 3 damage. I actually think I have my shield back. Yes, I do. So I can use my shield. I know I'm moving the camera around a little bit, but just trying to wrap things up quickly. And yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty positive I can attack with disadvantage with Javelin here. Because now he has 1 shield. So I would literally have to get a +1 with disadvantage. And even in that case, I would, lose 1 loot. I think that's acceptable. Or lose 1 loot, 1 experience, but yeah. Okay, so I will attack with the top of Javelin, making wind with disadvantage intentionally. Worried myself there for a second. Alright, so that does 1 damage. And then I'm going to summon at all costs. And put it right here to tank for me next turn, gaining 1 experience. I'm really just doing this primarily for experience. I have to actually go down here to activate the... No, that one's discarded actually. This one's activated. Okay. And the Deathwalker goes. So the Deathwalker is going to just default move to here, gain 1 experience by transforming the shadow into a summon. Although I can actually put the summon over here while getting rid of the shadow over here. Technically I marked this enemy, so I actually have a shadow down there as well, which I guess I can put here. Well, even here, maybe, because then I could teleport to the loot if I wanted to. Haha, I'll take that Drifter. Although really we want the Drifter getting loot. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, so for cards. Drifter, do I have any way to like gain experience? I don't think I actually have any experience on my cards, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, also, oh wait, that's not what I'm looking at. No, I mean, maybe a contrived thing I could do. I'm not even gonna worry. I'm just gonna take a long rest here to chill. Don't care that much. Okay, so you are just gonna play these 2 cards to get an experience and go get the loot. Oh, I guess for experience, no, I don't have a shadow there anyway, so I can. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of the same. Either Deathwalker or Bannerspear gets an experience here, and there's no way both of them can. Unless we miss, I guess I'll play around that. So this is at 10, right? I should really stop flipping these over. But we'll just do like this and this here. All right. As I try to flip them over again. Let's go. So Bannerspear's up first. So I don't even need to move the summon. I already have... No, I actually do need to move the summon. Yeah, sure. So I'll have the summon move to here. And then I can do either one of these. It really doesn't matter. He has no shield. Either way, it's an attack 3. So I gain 1 experience. I perform an attack 3 on the guard. That kills. Okay, and then I use the other to go pick up the loot. And then, yeah. Oh, crap! Well, I guess I did long rest the Drifter. I meant to actually go get this loot with the Drifter, but whatever, it's fine. That's a good Sean Bean. Yeah, that's a good name for Sean Bean here. Oh, wait, the reinforcement Sean. Wait, is... When I said just the summon, when I said... Wait, hold on. Which thing was I referring to? Because, yeah, Sean Bean is actually an excellent name for the reinforcements. Also, hey, CGO. I shouldn't have long rested here. I meant to go get this with the Drifter, because the Drifter needs to get money for the personal quest, but yeah, it is what it is. At this point, I'm just going to teleport to that shadow with the Deathwalker so that I can get it, so that I don't have to redo anything. Mr. Allen cost. Nice. Okay. So first it was loot for the Bannerspear, then it's loot for the Deathwalker. Okay. All right. Bannerspear first. Hides. So 0 herbs, the usual. And for the Deathwalker. Okay. And that's the end of the round. And the scenario. To the conclusion. Spoilers for conclusion of scenario 1. Alright, so we need 9.1. Bunch of text. Alright, set your morale to 2 plus X, where X is the number of city guards still on the map. So we kept 3 city guards alive, so that sets our morale to 5. Excellent. Alright, so where is that? We're going to be moving the camera around a lot now, sorry. 5. Beautiful. Okay. Up the defenses of Frosthaven at a manageable point. We get 2 new scenarios, scenarios 2 and 3, and we now perform an outpost phase. So we will do the outpost phase, and then we'll wrap things up for the day. So we unlock scenarios 2 and 3. So I guess I press the buttons here. Is that it? So boom, boom, and then I complete scenario 1. And so does this put them on the map as well? Let's see. Scenario 2 and 3. Yep, Algok Offensive. Beautiful. Okay, nice. And did it check off our scenario 1 on the map? It did not. I guess when I complete, maybe it will. Completed it there, though. But we'll see. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just the flowchart anyway. Okay. So I've been told that the loot does not auto-convert when I end the scenario. If I click end, scenario success, will it get rid of the loot cards, or should I just do these loot cards first to begin with, to be safe? How exactly does that work? I guess we can just do them to begin with to be safe. They stay? Okay, never mind. Then it's all good. Okay, so let's just do click end round. And so then, where is that? It's going to be game setup. Scenario 1. And I assume that will do XP correctly. I probably should have checked the XP I was at before that, just to be safe. Let's see. So what, it gave us 21 XP. Probably correct. XP definitely works correctly. Okay. Yeah, so for battle goals, we have to... Oh no. Oh no, I've made a huge mistake. With the rewind button doesn't break the mod. Because I probably had cards up here that got deleted with me, I guess. Maybe I didn't anymore. Maybe I played them all. Maybe I should have just trusted it. Well, it's too late now. I mean, the XP's added. All right, let's count the cards. 6, 7, 6, 9, 10. No, we're all good. Bannerspear would be the 1, 5. Oh, no. All right, never mind. We're all good. Didn't delete any cards, I guess. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, well, did the back for nothing. I believe when you collapse and reopen each character area, it'll refresh the cards. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. I thought in the past it might even bug out when it didn't have all the cards, although I guess that was previous mods. All right, so let's do this. So the only person who got check marks is Drifter, who got 1. The other 2 failed their battle goals. They don't call me Mr. Battle Goals for nothing. All right. So put these back in here. I don't know if I need to turn them over or something. Probably not, but whatever. Okay, and let's add what we gained from these. So here we gained 6 gold. This is 3 metal, 2 lumber, and 1 hide. Okay. And so what do I have to do with these cards afterwards? Do I put them back like in this thing here, the Master Loot deck? Is that where they're supposed to go, or what? Just delete them? How does that work when you enhance loot cards then? Enhance within the Master Loot. Oh, okay, I understand. So it spawns from this deck each time. Gotcha. I understand. That makes sense. They don't get moved out; they get copied out. That's clever. Okay. So here we gained a reasonable amount of gold. So 12 gold, 2 snow thistle, and 1 lumber. Okay. 1 lumber, 12 gold, and 2 snow thistle. Okay. And then over here, we gained. So 2 hide, 1 lumber, and 1 metal. All the bad ones there, huh? 2 hide, 1 lumber, 1 metal, and no gold. All right. That's all done. So we have to do an outpost event now. We have to pay attention. No, we don't have anyone who reads names. No, we do have reading names. Okay, we got to pay attention to reading names. All right. So where's the outpost deck? Got things here. Build. I assume these are the decks. Do I just like click? Oh, so it's active. So I just like click new event. Okay, I see. So this is the winter road, summer outpost. Okay. So I just click new event here. All right. So obviously, in the past when I've done Gloomhaven campaigns, I haven't shown these on screen. Here I'm going to do it. I think they're pretty interesting. I mean, first of all, yeah, I think they're really fun, and also obviously they contribute a lot to the outpost, like and things that happen in the outpost. So obviously, you know, it kind of is what it is. It's not going to be very easy to avoid, but yeah, I assume most people who are here have seen most of these events by now anyway. Okay, so we got a new outpost event. Hopefully not an attack day 1. That would be my luck. All right, what do we have here? Knock, knock, knock. Mail call, open up. You open the door to find a grumpy quattrel with a low writing sack of mail. She tosses a lumpy package wrapped in cord to you. No name, but this address. It's yours now. It's the turnips. As she walks away, she snaps her fingers, remembers something. Oh, right, this too. She hands over a letter addressed to you. As she wanders off towards a drink, you rip the letter open to read a note scrawled in excellent cursive. Please do not open the package. We will retrieve it. Leonidas and Maximus. Option A, open the package. Option B, respect their request. Never forget how one of my campaign tests opened with an attack. I had a lot in campaign tests and open with attacks as well. I really was like, are there really only that many? All right. Actually, I'm sure I've done this one before. I don't remember it. I actually don't remember. I won't know the outcomes of most events because, again, I've only played through a campaign not all the way. I mean, again, we're like 60 scenarios in, which means less than 60 events. And also, I just somehow don't remember all of them. I think the most reasonable thing to do is to just have a vote in chat each time. So we'll do a quick 1-minute vote. And in case of tiebreaker, I will decide. Well, no, I guess the problem with a vote in chat is... Actually, I think that's probably not a good solution, because I think most people who know the outcomes are just going to, they're just going to intentionally, hey, Corelord, intentionally always try to pick the bad thing when they know what the outcomes are. So that actually is not a good solution. We'll make a good decision. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? For this one, I reserve the right to poll or not. For this one, I will make a poll. I'm sure I already know what's going to happen with a poll in this one, but that's fine. All right. Should we open the package? Yes. No. All right. 1 minute duration. Channel points per vote. I don't want that. I mean, I think that shouldn't be by default. All right. You have 1 minute to vote on this one. Flip a coin. Well, I mean, opening this up to chat is almost like flipping a coin, right? So, I'll be honest. I'm sure the chat's going to open the package, and I generally would open the package as well. That being said, I mean, Satire, I guess, isn't here anymore, but my again, not actually knowing the outcome of this event, knowing the Satire group, knowing Alexander in particular, if I and I legitimately don't know the outcome here, I would choose not to open the package, which is a bit of metagaming Alexander. But basically, I would expect Alexander to want to troll people who inevitably would choose to open the package, and he would basically say, it's not. Basically, when something happens in the game and punishes you for making sort of let's say an obvious choice, you can say, oh, that's a little bit unfair, and there was a lot of that in the Gloomhaven 1 events. But this event literally tells you not to open the package, right? So if you open it at that point, it's kind of your own fault. So that's just kind of what I would metagame from Alexander. Wait, so the vote is over? And people actually voted not to open the package. Wow. I really never expected that. All right. You know what, chat? I'm impressed. What this means is we're going to do more votes. Okay, so it does show both. I was wondering if it would if there would be a way to. Yeah, there's not though, right? Okay, so I'm gonna grab a card so that we don't spoil things for people unnecessarily. Let's go components, tools, note card. There we go. All right. Hopefully I don't break anything here. So we are doing option B. We're not opening the package, so we're gonna. Yeah. This is definitely how we break things. All right. It's really. Oh, I guess. Yeah. All right. I know what I need to do here. Snap grid. Remove sticky as well. We're at it. All right. There we go. All right. We'll be using this in the future. So, against all the curiosity in your being, you refrain from opening the lumpy package. A short while later, two Aethers dressed in drab yellow arrive at your door. Hello, mercenaries. We are Leonidas and Maximus. We have come for our package. You hand it over, and they tear open the top, reaching much too deep inside to be obeying the laws of the universe. Out comes a large black diamond. The Shadow Gem. We have your payment, as agreed. They hand you a stack of coins, and then turn and leave, passing the diamond back and forth between them. Okay, well, we'll never know what was in what the Shadow Gem was. So this one... So it's just supposed to remove the event. All right, well, I don't want to remove this, but if I press this... yeah. All right, now I got to see what it... Yeah, okay. So basically I have to do this. No, okay. Well, we did it fast enough. All right. So that's all good. So that's done. So we have 30 collective gold, and all of that is going to go to the Drifter. We got rewarded for our good decisions. Oh, really? Shift doesn't work? I mean, I can just write it out. Something quick. Well, I mean, you can also just go into the mod. It was Summer Outpost 1 if you really want to know what it was. Okay, well, this is just for the looter board, those coins, or those tokens there. Alright, so we just need to do the rest of the town. So, we're going to build a building. See how that looks here. So, what can we see here? Like, let's see. Okay, so this shows us, okay, neat, and then maybe it'll extend when we make more buildings. It's not that we want to know, it's that we want you to let us. Okay, let us build the logging camp. Basically, we always want to build one of these first. In my opinion, at least, that is what I would want to do here. Is to start, the resource buildings. So, and I think lumber is the resource that's most required in these buildings. So it just makes sense to get this first. Okay, so that costs us 10 gold, 2 hides, 3 metal, 2 lumber. So let's see. 10 gold. So we can remove 6 of that here. Oops. That's 0, and that requires another 4 here. So we're at 38. 2 lumber. I'll have to figure this out. Basically, all right. Well, yeah, I'll adjust resources afterwards when it comes to crafting, just for the sake of expediency. So hold on. What was it again? 232. Okay. So 2, 1. Sure, 1 and 2. Again, I guess I'll just for now move one of these back over here. And again, we know that we had hides here. I guess I should have kept track. All right. We'll see in a second. What do we have there? I wish I actually had kept track of it now, but anyway. I guess I should have done the craft. No, because I knew I needed this first. Anyway, regardless, we'll worry about that afterwards. All right, so we click build on this now, because we spend 10 gold, etc. So we click build, check. Does auto prosperity us? Where is our prosperity? Yeah, so also we needed to check this off. Okay. It's not auto prosperity, that's fine. So we gained a prosperity for building it. There were no sections to read. And so we now have the level 1 logging camp, which lets us spend 2 gold to get 1 lumber each outpost phase. There is an argument that we may not have wanted this that badly because we don't, early on we're a little strapped for gold, except for the drifter who we don't want to waste gold on. So we could have considered maybe just upgrading the craftsman instead, which is also a little tempting, which lets us spend resources, but I think this is fine. Okay, so then we can do some crafting. So let's take a look at the items that we have available. So specifically the crafted items. So what are the things we really want? We really, really want some spyglasses. So this, I wish I actually should have written down who had what before I did the crafting. I actually don't think that we had metal on Drifter. Does anyone remember? All right, well, we're definitely crafting a spyglass for the... Oh, no, but it doesn't actually matter. We have the Amulet of Life there. Okay. For the Deathwalker. So we can't craft boots on either of those. No, we can't craft boots on any of our characters, so that's not really necessary. So there's the crude spear, which is a metal and a lumber. And it's annoying to have to go back and forth on these. So I know I couldn't do that here, I think. Well, no, I could have, because if I just put 1 less lumber there. I do actually like the crude spear a reasonable amount on the Deathwalker. Pull the non-gold resources you know you want to. You know I want to so badly. Nah, but I don't want to, I don't want any asterisks. I understand, it definitely just saves so much time. This really adds a significant amount of unnecessary time to the outpost phase, for sure. But in the beginning, basically, I will eventually end up pooling the resources. But yeah, so basically, yes, exactly. Right now, I'm not pooling resources because it actually kind of matters. Because, yeah, for the first round of characters or the very beginning of new characters, etc. But yes, beyond that, yeah, I agree. Which is the reason to suffer through it now. Yeah, precisely. I am going to suffer through it now. All right. Well, I don't have any heavy armor perks, so I'm not picking any of that up. So I could just get a traveling cloak on the Deathwalker. I'm not sure that's a very effective use of resources right now. I guess I don't really have anything else to do with hide anyway, though, so I suppose I might as well grab that there. Because, yeah, I'll pick up heavy armor on the Bannerspear for sure. Drifter won't necessarily pick up heavy armor, but I think I can do better than Traveler's Cloak there. So I guess this is the other hide. Yeah, that's fine. So There goes the hide. I guess it's debatable whether this is even worth more than just having a hide to build with. But, yeah, I mean, the Deathwalker will get hit using Forceful Spirits and things like that, so I think it's fine. All right. Oops. So, there we go. If we're going to multiplayer Frosthaven, do we all need to have the mod? Yes, you all need to have the mod. But again, the mod is free. But also, like, I think if you... Actually, do you even need to all have the mod? I think if you just... Someone creates the lobby, it'll auto-download the mod when you join. So no, I guess not. Only host... Yeah, never mind. I'll need to have TTS, yeah. Yeah, that's it. No, yeah, you don't even... You're right. Sorry. So I'm a bit distracted here trying to do this. But, well, anyway. Regardless, everyone should just download the mod regardless. Everyone having it probably just speeds up loading. Yeah, that's fair. All right, so we have a metal and a lumber basically left, and I know that I can transfer this lumber over here. So basically the question is, but I don't know if I could transfer the metal over here. I'm not sure that the drifter had the metal. Because I actually would like to make a crude spear. I also, wait. So I have a, oh, I can have the wood over here. Yeah, I know I can have the wood over here, and I do want that item there. Okay, actually, no. So we're going to get rid of this wood here, because again, I just moved it over there, but we technically could, we had the extra wood on either character, I just hadn't mathed it out to explain. Drifter only had wood, yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, and so then I'm going to spend the wood here on making the bow, actually. I do like the crude spear on Deathwalker, and if I end up going melee, I'll switch to it. It's pretty low cost here, but the crude bow, so it's like, I never get this, that like, I guess you're supposed to put two hand to the right, but I would rather just have the item be the first one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I really like the crude bow a lot on Deathwalker. This makes using Forceful Spirits so much easier. I'll show Forceful Spirits quickly for reference. Where are the cards? Moving on, yeah. It makes it so much easier to hit two targets with this when one of the targets can be at range 3. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the crude bow on the Deathwalker, at least early on when doing Forceful Spirits a lot, when this matters. Yeah. So that leaves us with just a metal, and I'm pretty sure there's not... I mean, the only thing we can craft with just a metal is the spyglass, which we're not going to craft. So we could on the Bannerspear, but I don't remember if the Bannerspear had metal. So whatever. That is what it is. I'm not going to be that sad to miss out on the spyglass and the Bannerspear. Realistically, I'll probably want to pick up a defensive helm anyway on her. So, okay. We also haven't named our characters or named our party, but we can save that for next time, because I really do have to get going. Yeah, it's 8 p.m. Jeez. We went late for just one scenario too. I think there's nothing else I need to do in the camp or in the outpost, so I think we're all good. Also, I need more water, so just a good time to stop. Yeah. The names. Yeah, I know. But we can do the names next time. I think giving people some time to think, oh, on the event? Oh, yeah. Good catch. Thank you. Yes, we did get the name. That is a very good catch. Thank you very much. All right. Names. Thank you so much. 1. That is a very good call. So yeah, that we're good. Here we're stockpiling gold. And here, yeah, we have to collect herbs, which we have not succeeded in doing yet. All right, looks good. So I think that's where we're going to call it for the day. So yeah, I will be back tomorrow. So feel free to follow. Like I said, I expect that I will start earlier tomorrow. Maybe try to get through 2 scenarios. I mean, I don't know. I guess one scenario took a while, but we'd spent a lot of time setting up. Yeah, so I hope to actually start streaming around noon my time tomorrow, which is around actually 4 hours earlier than I did today. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see how that goes, because obviously I know I have a fair amount of people who watch in the States, so that might not be the best. But yeah, we'll see how that works out, and then we'll go from there, because it is a little bit more convenient for me to start a bit earlier these days. Thank you, Zaldek. Let's see. So Falco Dare. If a monster or summon is inflicting a condition like poison without it being an attack, does it focus the nearest target even if that target is already poisoned? Yeah. If a monster just has a negative condition, it just moves towards the nearest target regardless. And then it tries to apply the negative condition to something that doesn't have it, to the best of my knowledge. But within range. It doesn't move to be able to target the condition. Thank you. Well, it was good to be back. Like I said, so I'll be back tomorrow. Then we can get through some more of this campaign, and yeah, see where it goes from here. Get into a little bit more challenging scenarios. I mean, the first one, obviously, there's a reasonable amount of margin, even on +2 difficulty. But yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thanks.